All right.
All right.
Welcome to session 12, right? Session 12.
Session
yes,
12.
Of Dank Farrik. And we're picking up here in mid-combat, so the group has arrived on Corellia, had some encounters with some old friends and acquaintances, and got enlisted into a heist of a rare and expensive TIE fighter known as the TIE Phantom, which you all know has cloaking capabilities, and they are extremely uncommon. So it's pretty well guarded. But the plan was to break into the Corellian Engineering shipyards overnight before this thing is shipped out to its destination. And it was a little bumpy at first, trying to scout out the place. Had some difficulties with the patrolling stormtroopers and ended up getting into a little scuffle, which actually didn't end all that terribly. You guys were able to get away, and even though there was kind of increased security presence around there, the group that was infiltrating the base was able to get in, or in the shipyard was able to get in without too much difficulty. And once in, 6-9 was able to reprogram a kind of maintenance droid that was hanging out in the refuse room that you arrived in, and were able to kind of use that as a little bit of cover while you were also wearing kind of employee uniforms. And then you were able to get rid of a bunch of the guards, not all of them, but several of them, by setting off a false fire alarm in another part of the shipyard. So relatively unimpeded, made your way to the hangar control room, where your task was to shut down the hangar bay shield gate to allow the other part of your group, which was Gavitt and a couple other of the old gang members of 6-9 and Huff. They had come in Imperial garb to try to get close to this thing, close enough to get it out of there. And so you need to bring the shield down, but once you arrived in the hangar control room, you were unsuccessful in trying to sweet talk the Imperial officer there, and a firefight ensued in which Huff has been critically injured, has taken some serious damage to one of his arms. And that's where we pick up. I think
Not his
we have
hands.
Zo and Qesskk have leapt from the building they were staking out just outside of the shipyard, and are starting to make their way inside. And it's an all-out firefight in the hangar control room. And so we left off right at the top of the initiative round. So we're picking back up with an NPC turn. But first we'll go ahead and do our couple of introductory things. So we need to roll Destiny number 1. Let me clear that out real quick.
Yeah, let us know when to sync.
Clear.
Oh.
That work.
What was that? We just got something. A follow or something. Hi there.
Is it me? I'm just posting in the different channels.
There was like a... What is that called?
Our numbers are inflated. Great.
It was something on the alert box. Just let us know something, but I missed it.
We got a subscribe smash. Nice.
Oh, hey, thanks.
So I'm trying to clear the pool and it's not working.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Unsubscribe.
Sorry,
Is it
guys.
turn it on and off again kind of situation?
I just logged, like I exited the game and re-entered. Maybe I'll...
Okay, I can fix it. It's probably a quick fix right now. Just give me 1 second.
Jay's on the case. Jay's on the case.
Yeah, I think
That's
they must have
why.
updated the.
Oh,
They
God
must have
damn it.
updated
Every
the,
time they update, it screws it all up.
Then push the update, and you have to update it yourself. Man.
Yeah, I just have to go in there. I just have to go in there like scripts and reboot it. So
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, at least we've
That's good.
kind of streamlined this.
You might have to. Yeah. Yeah, I figured it out because it's happened a few times.
The fun of
Yeah.
Roll20 and
I'll
using
go ahead
free
and exit the
things
game.
that make this game easy, and not free things.
Okay, try just refreshing.
Yeah.
Everybody should do that.
This unsubscribe brought to you by Roll20.
There we go. All
It
right.
worked.
Yep. I mean, I exited all the way out of the game. I didn't just hit refresh, but
So if we sync pool with GM, it might work. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it should work. I think I just.
and then you should be able to roll your destiny.
Hiya.
points. Yeah, good start, guys.
Oh man.
Give me all the black die.
Wow.
No.
Oh, there you are.
All right. Thank God.
Evened it out.
Sorry, I'm doing it right now. I had to hop back in,
Let's just refill your pool there.
and I will roll destiny.
Oh, look at
Yes,
that.
thank
you.
you.
Guys leveled it out nicely at the end.
Good karma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually
All
made
right,
it
so-
a positive for us, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
looks
are
like we're
Net,
4-3.
net one positive.
3 dark, yeah.
I don't think we've ever actually exhausted our.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, you guys could probably use it more, but it doesn't come up all that often. I mean, I guess we theoretically we could be using this like every turn and switching them back and forth. It probably should be what it is in some circumstances, but anyway.
Did we trigger obligation?
Yes, you did again, and it was those this time,
Oh, thank God.
Ooh. Hey,
not Qessk's. It was like 3 in a row for you or something like that. It was you were.
this
So
makes
all of you-
sense.
It does make some sense for you, Zo. You got a lot on your mind in this circumstance. So yeah, so everybody's -1 on their strain threshold except Zo, who's -2.
So I can take one off
Yeah.
of mine.
Yeah, that's a brutal.
A net positive for me.
Yeah, you compared to how you've been the last few sessions.
It's off
you're
our
actually in a
strain
better spot.
threshold, right? Yeah.
You guys are chipping away at it too, but you know it rolled a 7, so there's no way you're not triggering at that
All right.
level. So, all right, picking up in mid-combat, and it is an NPC's turn, and so you've got these sirens blaring around you as you're exchanging blaster fire.
Are they the
The
Imperial
officer-
siren?
Yeah, it's the Woo. Yep, that's the one. And so yeah, the Imperial officer is going to take a shot at. Well, the best shot he has is going to be. Let's see. He's gonna hold on. I'm going to I'm going to roll a d20 and see which droid he shoots at. All right, he shoots at the non-LOM one. Fortunately for you, it was 11 to 20 was the maintenance droid. 1 to 10 was you 6-9. So not knowing and not caring which droid is actually, or whether any of the droids are actually on his side, he's gonna open fire on the one in front of him.
Hank his own man's.
Where is he? There he is.
I work here.
No. All right. Oh, I did not set a difficulty on that. Oh yeah, I did. No, wait, it should not be that high though. So minus. Oh, it's a triumph too.
I mean, you got
God,
triumph.
that guy,
Triumph.
the black die didn't matter, so it should have been 2 purple. That's what it was. I see. Okay, so yeah, that will hit, and it's going to be 8 damage plus a crit.
Ooh.
6-9. You're very lucky that didn't hit you. Okay, so yeah, this other droid just gets blasted right in the chest and is not looking too great. It's not the hardiest of droids. And so after he takes the shot, he's going to shout out, "Drop your weapons immediately, unless you want it to be blasted into oblivion." And that's going to end his turn, which brings us to a player turn. Who wants to go?
If no one has anything, I've got a plan.
Yeah.
Go ahead with your best.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run over to Huff. And, is the thermal detonator in an obvious spot?
Say it's on in the inside.
Why are you reaching in my pockets, man?
Inside my little vest, like you saw when Qesskk handed it to me. You saw me grab it and put it in my pocket, furthest away from your hands, or no, from Zo's hands. Sorry, that's it. Who didn't want to give me that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, don't get any ideas, Huff. And I'm gonna reach in his vest and pull out the thermal detonator, and I'm gonna hold it up, and I'm gonna shout to him and the stormtroopers, "We're in a tight spot, boys." And I'm gonna click the thumb switch forward, like Leia in Return of the Jedi, to the dead man switch position, and be like, "There's no reason that any of us has to die right now, but if that's what it comes to, that's what it comes to."
Why don't you make... Hold on, This is going to be a coercion check.
Sweet.
But I'm gonna give you a boost because you actually have the thermal detonator in your hand.
Beeping.
Yes.
Use the light side. Use light points too.
Yeah, and I have a skill that allows me to, for a strain, to downgrade the difficulty on a coercion check.
Okay, cool. Well, that's good for you. So it downgrades the difficulty.
Yes, one.
Okay.
notch.
So that will make it again. It's a check against his discipline. So that means it's going to be 2 red is the difficulty because he's got pretty good discipline. It was 2 red and 1 purple. So, no, it'd be 1 red, 2 purple to downgrade. So that's the difficulty of your check. You're getting a boost die on this. And if you want to flip a light side to upgrade your ability as well, you go for it.
So do I hit 1 upgrade, or are you doing that?
I can give it to you. I'll go ahead and...
And for those watching at home, that leaves us 3 light side points remaining.
Yeah, are you like the golf announcer?
That's exactly what I was doing, yes. I
Yes,
watched
Coleman
too much
is-
golf today.
let's
I
see.
watched way too much golf today.
Thermal detonator. Oh, what an interesting
Good to go,
move.
Brian.
You're good to go. All right, this is momentous. Oh, you did it. And so, all right, you see just like
Yes.
his eyes lock onto this device, and he can just kind of, his eyes go wide. He starts to look a little bit pale, and he pauses for a moment, but then he puts his hand up and holds his gun up, and he says, he turns to the stormtrooper. He says, "Now let's all not get too out of hand here. Let's talk about this, and maybe I'll let you live after this ends."
Is he talking to me, or?
He is.
Alright. Yeah, well, I'm sure that you all recognize this. You know what it could do to this room. You've already practically killed my friend over here. You shot up my favorite droid. We're not in a good spot. So I feel like the only option that you have is to call in and tell them that you made a mistake when you signaled the alarm. You got surprised by an unscheduled maintenance crew. You got a little jumpy, that there's no problem here, and then we can discuss the situation.
If I'm to do this, you need to deactivate that thing. Set it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that I give up all my leverage. And I will tell you that my friends call me Butterfingers, and I'll like shake it like I almost drop it. Be like, so I would act quickly because my hands are sweaty. It's an uncomfortable situation we're in here.
Mom spaghetti. Did the stormtroopers lower their weapons as well?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's their turn next, so you haven't seen them do anything, but they're certainly aware of what this guy is telling them.
Okay, gotcha.
Is that end your turn? You gonna move at all, or stay where you are?
Yeah, I'll actually take a couple steps closer to them, like up toward the bottom of the steps, toward
Okay.
6'9". Sorry, 6'9". I don't mean to get closer to you, but it really doesn't matter, I guess, in this small room, how close I am.
All right, so that brings us to the stormtroopers' turn, and so they'll just they're looking over at the officer. They look back at you, and they kind of drop their blasters down to the side a little bit. They're not putting them on the ground, but they're not aiming them at you either. But they're going to stay where they are. This guy is actually going to come up just to have a better view of everybody, just to kind of wall you guys off at the top of the stairs, but they're not training their weapons on you currently. And so that'll be their turn because they're anticipating that the officer's going to be the one to make this call. All right, so that ends their turn. Now we're to the rest of the players' turns. So you guys, whatever order you want, you can, if you want to do anything.
You guys had the comm switch open. I think you made that clear last week, right? So we should be hearing this.
I think that's right, yeah.
Who out of you
So-
had the comm switch? We heard all of it, I guess.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
don't
was saying. I
remember
think
who
they
said
said that
probably.
last time. That's
Yeah.
why we sort of ran in.
Right.
But yeah, I don't. I wasn't saying to go. I was just trying to understand if I wanted to go. I was just trying to understand if we had heard that, because that may change our approach. Us two guys on the outside might not want to go in guns blazing.
Yeah, I'd say you guys could probably have overheard what was going on with our comms.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely said we had, I don't know if it was Huff or myself or 6'9". I don't think we ever specified who had the comm link, but you could hear most of what was going on in the room anyway, so I would say with some shouting, you would have heard it, no matter who had it.
Okay, so who's moving? Who's going? Is it hot? Like who's? TK's the only one who went. We have another
Yeah,
person.
so all
We
of
have
us, you
three?
get to go now. You got 4 more
Okay.
turns.
So it doesn't matter really.
Right.
I'll to go along with this, like, as he was talking, and I moved my way towards the back here, and like kind of aiming, but then once I got here, I'm gonna give myself a stim pack once I get towards the elevator. And I'm gonna is the elevator open or closed?
The elevator is closed currently.
I don't know if they're coming. Who's coming up? Yeah, I'm gonna stay over here by the elevator then, and yeah, hit a stim pack, and that'll be probably my turn. I guess I got to roll for it, right? The healing.
Oh, the stim pack? No, it's an automatic 5 or 6.
Okay.
5? 5.
5.
I know I
from
have one. I
memory.
just got to figure it out where it
Five.
is.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
just an
yeah.
automatic, but like as you use them, they decrease in effectiveness the next
Gotcha.
time. It's 4.
Yeah. Okay, I've got 3.
Until, for a day, I think it is.
Okay.
Right.
Heals 5 points HP.
Yep, first time. 5.
Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. That's my turn then.
And Brian, you said that Qesskk and Zo had reached sort of the chute.
Right. Yes. So I went ahead and put you on there. I'd say
Oh,
I
sorry.
believe where you left off was you were entering the chute and starting to climb up.
Yeah, and could you just refresh? And I'm sorry if you said this
Sure.
already. Can you just refresh, and also for all of our viewers at home, refresh like what we're trying to do? We're trying to sort of take down the. We're trying to take down like the security so that the other team can get in and take the tie.
Right. Yeah. The goal is for you to lower the energy shield that is walling off the hangar entrance.
Okay.
So that this TIE Phantom, which is staged in the hangar currently, can be flown out. Because
Okay.
right now it's shut off and there's no way for them to get out, and hangar control is what's keeping it shut. So that's what your guys' job is to lower that so that your team is hopefully positioned to be able to get it out of there at that point.
Okay. And they were sort of in the room where that was going to happen.
Yes, the
They made it
three.
up.
Yes, Huff, 6ix9ine, and TK are in the hangar control room.
Okay, so there's no other sort of job for us other than that control room. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
And
And
you don't have communication with the other team, so you don't know where they are or what they're doing, or if they would need any support.
they had the comm open.
No, I don't mean the
Oh.
the other,
Okay.
the non.
Yeah, we're cut off from them. They're just sort of hoping that we get the job done and
Yeah, they're
don't know on their
because
end.
there's no.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like deep infiltration, so they can't. They don't anticipate having much opportunity to have much communication with you anyway, but
Okay.
they're posing as Imperial officers.
Okay. Cool. I think I'll wait to hear what the other.
Okay.
I guess we have one. Yeah.
Yeah, so
What
Huff went
6ix9ine's
up to
gonna do.
Right, so we got 6ix9ine, Qesskk and Zo for 5, 6, and 7.
So I think it's 6ix9ine.
What are we like? They're just standing there waiting for us to do something.
So TK has,
Right.
he has intimidated this officer into hopefully transmitting a false alarm kind of message, but he has not. It hasn't rolled around to his turn yet to do that. So currently the stormtroopers have posted up, but they're not aiming at you. They're just kind of standing as a blockade, I guess. But yeah, it's just kind of a little bit of a standoff right now.
Do I know which of these terminals I need to access, or does it matter?
You feel like you can probably there's 4. You see there's like the 2 poor engineers up here that are not wanting to be a part of this. They're at terminals. There's a free one here, and then there's the one that the officer had gone to set off the alarm.
I guess I was gonna walk towards that one unmanned one and just see what these stormtroopers do.
Okay. So you walk up to them, and they just kind of continue to stand in their
Step
way.
aside, boys.
We're not under orders.
Oh,
to
my
let you-
man's here is gonna pull the trigger, and you don't want to mess with him. He's mental.
The officer calls out. He says, now hold on a minute. We said we would talk once I get the all clear from Central Command. I don't know what your purpose is here. I can't just let you walk into this place and start.
Well, you can, or it looks like none of us walk out for it. Do I look like I care?
Honestly, I can't tell. Why don't you make a coercion check as well? And I'll give you a boost because of the situation.
This is not going to be good.
Hold on. Well, was it set? It was.
I looked at that was my.
Oh man.
It actually would have been worse because it should have been 2 red and 1 purple because I think the last time there was a downgrade for something TK has. No, we're going to talk about this. You must know that you're vastly outnumbered, even if you accomplish what you're doing here. At best, you've got a death wish.
Sounds like you, the one with the death wish. Death wish, mate.
And in that moment, we pan over to Qesskk breaking in the vent door to move into that room. Now, death wish.
Yeah, I'm almost not looking forward to walking with you. Yeah.
Or your wish is my command.
Pew 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 pew.
So he basically just tells the guards to hold.
And the klaxons have stopped, like the alarm.
Not yet. He hasn't.
Oh, okay.
It's his turn on 1, so
Shit.
that's his opportunity to attempt that.
Mhm.
So right now, that was 6-9's turn. Are you doing anything else? That was just movement, basically.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So yes, that
So-
brings us to the other 2, and I'm assuming you're probably doing the same thing, so you can just...
Yeah, we're gonna get in. Let's get
Yeah.
in. And I say to Qesskk, see if we can get a stormtrooper. If we can find one, I might be able to change into the armor.
Okay, look, I can fit
Go
into the
undercover.
fucking armor too. You know what I mean? I can fit
No,
into it.
you
I
can't.
know you
Your
guys
feet-
are body shaming me all the time,
Not with those feet, man.
but I
So,
can fit.
I-
Oh shit,
What
you're
are
right. The boots.
those?
It's the boots. God damn it.
So as I'm just gonna sort of make my way into the garbage chute.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys, I'll say if you want to use 2 maneuvers,
Yes, 2 maneuvers to
yeah,
get
so
into that.
you'll be able to
space.
get basically through that first room.
Okay.
So this one where you were entering through that, and you'll be able to get kind of to the middle of this room.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I don't want to. I want to stay hidden, if possible.
As quiet as we
So
can.
I will.
But
I
like
will
Call of
sort
Duty
of
style,
move-
we're turning corners. I'm in front, turning corners with my gun out.
Yeah. Same thing. I will sort of take the lead and move probably to like here. If I'm coming in through this door, where am I?
Oh, you're
Where am
coming,
I coming in
in
through?
from down here.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
that's
So I'm coming in
basically
through
like-
the back door.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
And then you're coming up. That's the door that they went through to get to the hall, which is the second thing
Okay.
here.
I will. Yeah, I just want to conceal myself and, yeah, and just get myself ready for my next turn, I guess.
Okay, so you're just kind of.
I just, Brian, I don't want to be in the middle of the room. That's
yeah,
all.
so you're peeking out like around here
I don't.
somewhere.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like around the corner. Okay.
I mean, I'll even duck into this sort of alleyway here if I need to.
Okay.
That might not be good. I'll stay where you said.
Okay. I mean, I'll let you if you want to take a look and see if there's anything you can see. Poke your head out. And
Yes, I do. I'll poke my head out.
Yeah, you poke your head out. It's empty. You don't see anything.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
It appears that the mess hall is not a high priority defense area.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
So given that, I'll let you, if you want to make the full move to wherever you want
I'll
to
go as full as I can. Just get me along a wall.
It's basically going to be, if you want to be along the wall, it's
Just
going to be like...
Just stuck me in here. Like, in here.
Okay. Yeah, I think you can move yourself.
Oh, okay. Sure. Okay, my turn's done.
Okay. Qesskk?
Josh, are you doing the same thing?
Yeah, taking your lead as you're moving. You watch that wall. You check. You give me the eyes. You're like, it's clear. I'm with you. I actually move before you. I move like you give me the all clear on that hallway. You're like, it's clear. And I move there, and then you move. Boom. Teamwork.
Okay, so I see we're like jockeying back and forth where we're sort of...
And actually, I will say from that point, once you get to where you are, what you also see is these two guys here, which you can see them, right?
Yeah, are they eating or something? What's
They're huddling now. They were eating.
Oh, okay.
Now they're like under a table.
Nice. Okay, and what are they? I can't see them, or can I see them?
You can see. I mean, you can see people.
Or can I hear them? Oh, okay. But they don't see us?
Actually, let me make a perception check for them real quick.
I didn't make any stealth rolls, so I don't know. I could make a stealth roll.
Yeah, but they're fairly distracted at the moment.
Whoops. No, you didn't ask me to. You asked Jay. Sorry.
No, it was.
No, I wasn't doing one.
Not a perception.
He's doing it.
I'm gonna roll for them.
Okay.
Do perception.
Whoopsie.
Yeah. All right. A triumph, weirdly. Oh, why is it? Oh, it shouldn't be upgraded. Yeah, gotta turn down the upgrade. So there should not have been a triumph, but there was a success. So they do see you, and they get really hushed, and just kind of like stare, not sure what to do. But they're not. I mean, they look.
What are they, like technicians?
From your vantage point, that they're certainly not stormtroopers. They look like they're probably some sort of technician, some sort of just shipyard worker.
Okay.
And they were just hanging out in the mess hall.
As part of our movement, can we like maybe say something to him real quick?
Yeah, if you want to shout.
Well, he said that they noticed us after we moved. So
Oh, after we moved. Okay, yeah.
Right. Once you got there, you were kind of you just.
No, you're right. Order of operations. You're right, Jay.
All right. Josh, I'm gonna text you on the side because I want to think about what we should do.
Yep.
Okay, so that brings us to the top of the round, which at the top of the round, Huff, behind you, you hear a ding as the elevator opens up and out rush right by you, but just staying kind of, they're kind of doing a sweep, but also moving quickly, so they move a little bit past you. You've got
Jesus.
3 stormtroopers, the ones that had been posted up that you passed before. There were the 2 outside the elevator door, and then there was the one that was kind of hanging out right by that that back door, or not the back door, but the door that led to the hallway from the mess hall. And so all 3 of them pop out. They see a bunch of people that they don't recognize, some blaster burn marks, and I'm going to make a roll to see whether they keep a cool head or not.
Great.
So this will be...
Trigger finger. Itchy fingers.
Let's see. I'm going to roll a discipline check to see how well they read the room. So, all right. And come on, there we go. All right, discipline. They fail their discipline check. And so they come out and they just like are kind of amped up right now. They're very confused, and they're gonna take a shot at. Let's see. TK, you still have that thermal detonator out?
Oh yeah, that's my whole thing right now. It's
So
all
I'm
my
gonna say
leverage.
that's what kind of makes them like freak out. Like, shit, what is that? And they just start firing on you. Okay. Click around a little. They miss. Oh. Yeah, they... oh, shit. So they just, in true Stormtrooper fashion, they just... a barrage of blaster bolts spray all around you, but manage to somehow not connect. And so you are unscathed. And after they have this opening round of fire, the officer shouts, "Don't shoot! He's got a thermal detonator!" And so that brings us now to his turn. And he is going to hop on the comm and attempt to convince Central Command that all is okay, which means he has to make a deception check, which he is not ranked in. What's his cunning?
Can I give him a boost?
If anything, he may have setback in trying to actually convince them to this. Yeah, I think that's how I'll do it. Instead of making the difficulty higher, it'll be average difficulty, but he's got a setback on this. And I'm actually going to spend a dark side point to make it harder. Because I got to use that more. All right.
Being outnumbered 3-1 isn't hard enough.
Hey, you got some help coming.
Maybe.
Potentially. Okay, so he's going to roll his... I can't just roll. I'm going to have to set it over here. Okay. Here it comes. He kind of gets on the comm and he's like, it's everything's fine here. How are you? We're doing good. It's all right. No calls for alarm. Don't send any backup. It was just Just a false alarm. And the other end, you kind of, it's hard to make out exactly what they're saying, but they're like, "Sir, are you sure? You sent out code black authorization." Yes, yes, shut it down. Shut it down. But you get the sense that maybe he was not all that convincing. All right, PC turn. Oh, I guess actually before that, he after he hops off the comm, he kind of turns back to you guys and is like, "All right, I did what I could. I can't guarantee that they're going to back off, but what do you want here?" And that's gonna end his turn. Oh wait, I gotta go. Okay, so it's a player turn.
DK.
Okay, man.
Good.
Yeah. You did a really crap job of convincing them that this was a settled situation. I would say that you all, given how many you showed up here right now, the fact that you did not succeed in convincing them that there's no situation. We're dead men if we walk out of this room, so you got to the count of 2 to put your weapons on the ground, or we're all dead men, everyone in this room. And you 3 at the top of the steps, get out of my droid's way. He's not in charge anymore.
Make another coercion check, and I will give you 2 boost die at this point, because now he kind of knows that he screwed that one up, and he's terrified at this point.
I'm gonna use my
Use a
ability
light.
to take another
Use
strain.
a
Use
light
a
point,
point. Use a point.
I'll
Use
use
a
the light
point.
side. I'm using a light side point, Brian.
Okay, so you're upgrading yours. Oh, hang on. Oh, you just did the thing.
It's
Sorry.
yeah.
All right, so upgrade your thing. I just did that. You got 2 boosts. And does your ability kick in again?
Yeah, I'm using it again for 1 strain.
To reduce the difficulty of the coercion. Okay. All right, so I got that accounted for. You're upgraded. You got 2 boosts, and I've downgraded his check. So go ahead. Let's see.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Kidding me?
Oh, that's brutal. That's
How?
a lot of advantage. He kind of, he's white as a ghost at this point. He looks like he's gonna throw up, but he just kind of takes like a deep breath and he kind of sets his shoulders and he's like, No, we're going to talk. Don't believe that you're going to just set this off right now. So let's talk. We're not dropping our weapons. But we'll hold our ceasefire for now.
I'm going to. Do I have movement left, right?
You do, yep.
I'm gonna move up the steps, right in front of these stormtroopers with 6'9".
Okay.
Huff, what kind of shape are you in right now?
I'm feeling pretty good, but my arm, for sake of it, is still pretty fucked up. So like I'll have disadvantage. But I mean, I feel like these stormtroopers don't notice me lying down, and
I just wanted to see if I could go over there and like do medicine on you.
I'm good for now. That's the
That's-
back helps me out.
Don't forget you got old maintenance droid back here if you have any ideas for how to use him. He is still at your command. He's in kind of rough shape, but he's still functioning. All right, so that.
How am I controlling him?
You can just he just it's
I can
basically
think
like
it.
could
I
you
can telepathically do it. I transmit to him, like droid to droid communications.
I'll
Bluetooth.
make you. Yeah, you can.
Bluetooth, yeah, man, Bluetooth,
You can make a computer's check to do that. I'll say that there is maybe some frequency you can emit to him to send him a nonverbal signal.
Yeah, what's that password?
Me admin access, motherfucker.
Dark side.
I don't know what I want him to do though, because they think he's one of us, right? At least
Yeah,
the
I
old
mean, they
ones,
didn't
because they
bother
shot at
really.
him.
He kind of just. Yeah, I mean, in the situation, he's there with you. This guy doesn't know all the droids on the in this particular wing.
Okay,
of the
I'm just
shipyard.
gonna like make him just go off and cause his own distraction, just start wiling the fuck out. Like he's just gonna go in a different direction.
Okay. So I'll set your dice pool. It's just gonna be I'll say average since you've already hacked him. It's gonna be 2 purple, computers check. But actually I will add a setback die just because of the tension of the situation.
The black.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on.
Now you got a thing. I can't remember if it's only for slicing or all computers checks.
That's mechanics, code break. I don't see anything. It's all like disable security device or defending computer system. Or
Right. So that's like slicing. It's like a
actual
slicing.
programmer allows me to re-roll. So if I don't win, I can.
There you go. Okay. So it's 2 purple, 1 black for your against your computer's check.
Nice.
Yeah, so you just kind of in this weird moment you just hear kind of this high-pitched, almost nearly inaudible series of beeps and clicks as you kind of transmit to this thing and basically program it to just be wild and
He like runs over the bulkhead and just starts like smashing his head against the wall and like spinning around. That's crazy.
So where do you want him to go?
Moving down this way.
Down there? Okay.
Wait for me. So those guys still don't see
He
me.
just like breaks into a full run and just like slams headfirst into this wall and just starts like slamming himself against it. And I mean, with the combination of the movement and the erratic movement that this thing is engaging in, it's definitely drawn some attention from these stormtroopers and, well, everybody, really, including your own party members who don't know that you told them to do that.
But they know I have control of him.
Yeah, they do.
So it would be less of a shock. To
Right,
them.
they probably won't care because they know why he's there in the first place.
Can that do something? Like give advantage or disadvantage?
Yeah, I think it will. I'll say specifically for any sort of interaction with the stormtroopers, it could give. It could affect that roll by either adding a boost or a boost to the player's check or a setback to the opposition by the stormtroopers because they're kind of distracted and they're already really nervous in this situation. So I'll say that with that successful check that'll be the outcome. So depending on what somebody wants to do in trying to interact with these guys.
Word.
All right.
I think I got a whatever. So does that add something also?
Oh, an advantage. You can. I mean, if you can have any. So that will. I mean, yeah. There are specific mechanical things you can do with it. You can choose. Hang on.
They wouldn't just give a boost to the next roll or something?
You can do that. That's one of the things you can do.
Yeah, whoever goes next, I'll just give them a boost.
Okay. So in that event, we'll treat the distraction as a setback for the stormtroopers, and then you'll give a boost to the next check.
All right, that's what he's doing.
Okay. All right. So now we're to everybody else's turn.
So we have 3 left.
You have four turns. No, 3 turns. That's right. Because.
Okay.
So yeah.
So
Everybody else.
Say, yeah, I think you guys should go first.
yeah, you're kind of out of the fight, right? Like you're.
Yeah, no one's
you're
seen
hurt.
me yet, so see if you guys
Okay.
get to the elevator.
Yeah, I'd like to get to the space if possible.
Okay.
Just to show muscle.
So if you use your, if you take 2 maneuvers, you'll be able to make it down the hall and to the elevator bank and access the elevator, but it was just up for these stormtroopers, so it's not down currently. So you're here, and you've called the elevator, and you think it won't take, it's only 1 floor. It's not going to take that long for you to get there. So, practically speaking, next round you should be able to make it up there.
Okay. And I just gave sort of 2 squawks on the mic to let them know that we're coming. Whatever our
Code.
like
No, that's
yeah,
2
our
squawks
code is
and 1 beep.
okay. It's just
So
you
it's
going
the
beep.
sound of an unladen
Beep.
swallow.
Exactly.
All right, we'll go with the swallow thing. That's better than beep, but okay.
An African or a European?
All right, no.
What? I don't know that.
There are some who call me Tim.
Right.
Tim?
It's Tim.
Fucking love that, Tim. All right. I'm done.
If there's another PC, I will just.
There is. Whatever you wanted. Yeah, I
following-
assumed you were moving together, but
Yeah, I'm following him, and it's like.
Make sure you intimidate
watching each
those
other.
2 cowering dudes, Josh. Make sure you 2 dudes at the.
Yeah,
Right.
As you
actually,
walk
as
by,
I
like,
pass,
stay
as
there.
we pass them, I sneak right up to one of them and I just like lick his forehead, and then I keep going.
Oh, he's a weird dude. He gets in a certain
You
way
whisper
when he's
anything
in
to him?
combat.
You do it though? Like, you gotta say something.
all he says is, "Come on now."
All right, so that leaves Huff.
Are you playing possum or what? Like,
Yeah,
you can do
I'm-
that, right?
yeah, they ran past me, so they didn't see me. So
Yeah, they didn't
I'm gonna-
immediately, because you were like right by the elevator door, so they kind of the door opened. They saw a bunch of people. They just kind of rushed out a little bit and haven't immediately noticed you.
Yeah, I'm gonna basically try to stay like off their radar, stay behind them. But I am gonna use for my maneuver. I will aim though at them.
Okay.
Put them in my sights, and that's my turn.
Okay.
But like low key aim, right? Because there's other ones.
Yeah, I'm
that
like,
do that.
I was like on the ground, like stim packed, like so. I'm kind of like the tail
kinda
end of
slouched
the
against
Reservoir
the-
Dogs. Like I'm
Yeah.
laying in a pool of blood over there. Or I was. I'm still bleeding, but yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. So that brings us to the top of the round. And actually, before I gotta actually formally add these other stormtroopers into the initiative order, so let me roll for them real quick. It kind of popped up at the end of that round. All right, so that's 3-0. That puts them second on the tracker. Which means that's 3. way. There we go. All right. So top of the round. This the officer is going to step away from the console here and walk kind of towards the stormtroopers that are posted up at the top of the stairs, and he's going to face you, TK, and he's going to say, "I'm not going to ask you again. You're severely outnumbered, and I don't believe you're going to blow yourselves up. What are you doing here?" And he's going to make a... Let's see. This is actually going to be... I'm going to roll a discipline check for him to see if he is able to overcome kind of his... fear about this situation. Okay. He does not. So he's got some bravado here, but it is... You can tell his voice is wavering as he's saying it to you. He seems unsure of what he's saying. And so, next NPC group, I'll say these other stormtroopers are just going to kind of move up. And then, actually, I'll say this one, like, as he kind of lowers his weapon, he sees you, Huff. He's going to stay there and just kind of like, well, he'll back up a little bit, but he's facing you because he's noticed you at this point. You're standing right next, or laying right next to him. But otherwise, they're just kind of moving up to try to have some sort of support from behind against you guys. But that's going to be the extent of their turn. PC.
All right, I'm gonna walk through these. I'm essentially just gonna say, it doesn't really matter what I'm here to do. Really not any of your concern, because the way I look at it, you think I'm not gonna do it. That's fine. But what I'm gonna do is walk through your little wall of white guys here and go over to the console, do what I came here to do. You can shoot me if you all want to die, or let me walk through, do what I came here to do, and live to see another day. It's your choice. And I'll look a bit at the stormtroopers as I'm saying this as well, since it's as much up to them as it is to him at this point.
Sure. So I'm going to have you, let's see. I think, hang on. I think their discipline is the same at this point because they're, yes. So I'll just have you make one coercion roll, and I'm adding 2 setback. And because there was the one for the stormtroopers previously, because they're kind of distracted and unnerved by this droid that's freaking out against the wall. And the other one is from the Imperial officer having failed his discipline check previously, and so he's still in a bad way. And I'll give you the boost for the... oh wait, you get 2 boosts because you got the one from Jack's advantage, and the other just the continuing threat of this thermal detonator that's assisting you in coercing these people. So, wait, hold on. That should not be... So it'll be... Actually, it'll be 3 boosts because I can't add the setback to them. So I'm just... Instead of having the setback, against them, I'm going to give you a boost for your check.
Okay. And I'm going to do the same downgrading the difficulty for a strain.
Yeah. Got it. Are you flipping a point or no?
What do you guys think? Flip another point or just go with it?
So your pool is your coercion skill, 3 boost die, and the difficulty is 2 purple, 1 red.
All right. I think we'll save the light side. I think. I'm not hearing anybody else chiming in, so I'm
Nobody.
I feel like you should use the light side. I feel like we might as well, man. You got 3 more. We got
All right,
3.
fine. All right, I'm using the light side, Brian.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
We need to
Oh, wait,
hold
let me
the
upgrade.
standoff off.
I didn't upgrade you.
Oh.
You know what? Just roll again because I don't know how to convert that.
Okay. That's a much better roll. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, I told you the light side, man. I'm sitting over there bleeding in the back. I'm like,
Could have gone either way on that. Although, if we take the way I could have done it was convert the green and just rolled a yellow, but the first yellow you rolled was a triumph, so you would have succeeded anyway. So yeah, you've finally broken their will, and I mean, with a triumph, you can accomplish something else probably beyond just what you were trying to do, which was move past them and get 6-9 to access the computer.
I'm going to tell them to put the blasters on the ground.
Okay.
And let's end this situation.
The officer he looks defeated, he looks terrified. He says, "Drop your weapons, troops. I'm not going to die today."
We can tie you up if that'll make things better for you in the end. Make a case more convincing. You tried to stop us, but you just couldn't.
yeah, we've
Have
got
you never
handcuffs.
dealt with the Imperial Remnant before?
I know a
Nothing.
bit about the Imperials, but
Nothing will save us at this point. Just do what you have to do. Step aside. And he's telling the stormtroopers, and they'll go ahead and move out of the way on their turn, which was that. And so everybody's setting their weapons down, stepping away from them, or kicking them away from them, and clearing the path for you.
hey, Brian, can I yell to the 2 technicians and just say, like, you 2, go, get out of here?
They kind of look at you and look at the officer who's not even looking at them, and they bolt down the stairs as the elevator doors are shutting because your party members have called it.
Sorry, guys.
Or right as they're opening.
Yeah, actually, that's probably how it's gonna. Yeah, so the doors are shut currently, and they're like jamming the button as hard as they can. All right, rest of the group. And you know what? Actually, since they've set their weapons down, I'll say we can come out of structured combat, and because there is no active threat anymore, so we are currently out of.
We have the split party, and one part of the party thinks we have full active combat still going on.
That's true. How about we'll finish the round for you to play out whether Qesskk gets trigger happy and starts blasting people.
Well,
I've just been waiting for you to tell us those elevator doors open up.
maybe before that happens, then now that the stormtroopers have put all their guns down, I'm gonna, from my position, I'll be like, stormtroopers, up against the wall, and I want them all to line up against this back wall over here.
Like back where you are, back here?
Kind of along this wall.
Oh, along this wall. Okay.
Yeah.
They start to comply. But it's not currently their turn, so they don't, they're beginning the process, but
Yeah, I'm just saying that's
purposes
what
of
I'm
the
gonna do for
finishing
my
this
turn.
round.
I got my gun aimed on him.
Yeah, they're starting to get over that way, but okay. So now we've got 6'9" Qesskk and Zo, and Qesskk and Zo are hopping on the elevator and riding up. And I'll say by the end of your turn, it will be when the doors open. You'll have a little bit of movement to come out, and do what you want to do.
Can I mosey over to a terminal now?
You can.
You'll let me pass.
Yep, they're letting you pass. And now all of them are clear.
And do I have to do multiple steps to
Yeah, so the first thing will be disabling the security system, but just as a reminder, 2 things. One, you received a data spike from Gavid before the mission began, which reduces the difficulty of the system access by 2 and allows you to access a system on a maneuver. And it's a one-time use thing, so it's going to be burned on this, if that's what you choose to do.
But I already moved. Was that my maneuver?
You can take, you did, but you could take strain to do a second maneuver.
Okay.
If you want
So
to.
if I can spike it, and if
Access the system with a maneuver.
and then also do what I gotta do on the same turn.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
so
that.
you still have to make the access check.
So, yeah.
And the other thing is, I believe when you accessed the terminal in the mess hall, I think you got a triumph. I have in my notes that you had 2 boost for your next computer's check. I think you set a back door.
Yeah, I believe
With
that's
a
true.
triumph. So you had 2 boost on top of it. So you're reducing the difficulty by 2 to disable the security system.
Yep.
You have 2 boost die, assuming you're using the data spike, which it sounds like you are. So reduce. Yeah.
We're just gonna fucking.
So you take the difficulty down from daunting, which is 4 purple, all the way down to just 2 purple, an average check with 2 boost die. So you have to roll real bad to not get this one.
Say when.
Oh wait, hold on. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, so you
I'm in.
No problem. And now you still have your action to be able to make some sort of action with the system. So you've got
What am I supposed to be computering again?
Taking down the force,
yes. And one point, I don't recall if I mentioned this or not. I may have, but I don't remember. It would have been last.
Yeah, it was like the bay door. I opened the door.
Yeah. So as you crested these stairs, you see that this whole side over here is a wall of windows, which you assume is probably overlooking the hangar. And in fact, you could see the glow of the energy shield through the window. Even though you can't quite see everything through it, you can see that it's overlooking the hangar.
Yeah, so my next move is to disable or open the door or whatever I'm supposed to be doing, right?
Okay. And so as you're and you can make that check. But as you access the system, you see just flashing on the screen, it says code black, active security threat to proprietary systems, DT1/DT2 mobilized, and it's got it's just flashing that on the screen.
Can I attempt to negate that order?
You can try to shut it off manually. Yes, but that will be challenging from this point because when he activated that, it's now being controlled in another part of this operation, and it's not something that you're supposed to be able to access from the room where it was set off. So you can try, it will be difficult.
Set your VPN to France.
I'm gonna triangulate my signal.
Nice. On the hypersonic frequencies only.
And
And I'm going to use a dark side point to make it even harder.
You son of a bitch.
You
Because
should
I
use a
can.
light side point to make it
He
negate that.
can't
shit.
do that, can
He
you?
can't do that. I got 5. I got to spend them somehow. Yeah, so it's going to be 3 purple and 1 red.
Here goes nothing. Or should I just say, fuck it, and do what we're supposed to do?
You can, yeah. I mean, the way that, and I'll remind you from the last time you did a more prolonged slicing encounter. You know from you did this with Gila's base way back when. Every round you're in the system, there are checks for intruders, and so if you're noticed, you could be, they can figure out where you are, although they probably know where the threat is at this point. They can kick you out, try to kick you out of the system.
But I also add a black die for 2 ranks for defense.
Against trying to kick you out and tracing you
Yeah.
and that kind of thing. Okay, good to know.
Level
when
2
that- yeah.
defensive slicing.
Okay.
I say try and shut it down, Jack. That's
Shut
my
down
call.
what?
The thing that you're trying to do. Try to shut down the DT1, DT2 order, the black.
Okay, the harder thing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that will be, and so, the way it'll work is this will be, whatever you choose to do is what you do on this turn, and then next turn you'll have an opportunity, assuming the system doesn't kick you out.
Okay.
To
How
do
about
something
these
else.
3 fucking advantages? What do I get with that shit?
Well, let's see. That will be, I gotta look at what our options are here. See. I'm trying to find that. There it is. All right. You can, there's a bunch of stuff you can do. You can add a permanent backdoor, which you've actually already done. You can spread decoys, which misdirects foes. It adds 2 more black die to the next check to expel a user or trace a user. You can cover your tracks, which adds 1 black die to defensive slicing. You can add a temporary bypass, which is helps avoid. So that would be next time you access, you can add two blue. So basically, it's either.
I can't add 2 blue to this one.
Well, let me see. Slicer creates a temporary bypass into the system that helps avoid a specific element of the security. The slicer may add 2 blue to a single future check to slice. So that probably would work.
Let's take it. And do I still have any benefit from the permanent backdoor?
The permanent backdoor is just to access
Just
the
to
system.
access what I did last time. Gotcha.
Right.
All right, just say it again.
So you're going to take the 2 blue on this.
That's a lot of dice.
Yeah, it's going to be a big roll. All right. It's ready for you.
Yeah.
nice.
So you...
Well done.
You else can't fuck with Hollywood Cole.
Boy, you're lucky that red one was blank. Jesus.
Dude, you can use those 3 to make the next check to expel you. Have 2 blacks against you.
And I have 2 blacks already, so it'll be 4.
4 blacks. Yes, which is good because you have to stay
Yes.
in for at least 1 more round.
So that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So, you manage to find your way to an access point within the central system and shut down this security alert, and finally the siren stops.
Does
And
it
is-
recall the people who have already been dispatched, or like kind of signal to them to retreat?
I will say if you want to spend your advantage on that instead of adding setbacks, I'll say you can do that, because what you did was shut off the
I would
code
much,
black
yeah.
activation.
If it can prevent, if there's like, oh, okay, it's canceled.
Yeah. So I'll say yes. You were able to slice this thing so deftly that the system sends some sort of trigger to where it looks like it was done by someone with authority. And so, for instance, the guy that this Imperial dummy had radioed was not convinced by his performance, but now is seeing some sort of authorization by someone above his rank shutting it off, and he's like, okay, I guess it's all right.
Slice the shit out of that shit.
6-9 single-handedly keeping this mission afloat. No, not single-handedly. The thermal detonator threw a wrench into that whole thing.
The unpredictable madman.
Yep, and so now we have to make I have to make what is going to be a very difficult check to try to trace you. So what's your computer's rank? Is it 3 yellow?
3 yellow, and there's my defensive slicing is 2 blacks.
So 2 black.
Yeah,
3
what are you?
yellow.
You're trying to get the intruder's signature.
Right, I'm trying to trace him right now, and if I can trace him, then I'll be able to expel him at some point. Well, let me make sure I can't just try to expel him. Once a slicer is aware of it, yeah. So I have to be aware of him first.
Yeah,
So
you have
this
to
is
find.
just a
You have to
trace.
find his signature
Right.
first.
They know. I mean, well, they did know until he shut down the system that there was, or they assumed there was something crazy going on.
Yeah,
But they didn't know
identify
that.
if there's an intruder first.
Right. They didn't know
Maybe
there was an
those.
intruder in the system. They knew there was like a security threat. So they still have to find you. So here it goes. Well, there was a triumph. Holy shit! Oh wait, that's way too many dice. Hold on.
Yeah, you got
Whoa.
boosts in there.
I added the difficulty and not in the dice pool. I added it in the character sheet for the system admin. So I need to 3, 1, 2, and then.
So we'll take all the fails from this one.
It's like I'm not even gonna try to sort out how that should have been rolled. This should do it now. Oof. I don't know why there was a green there. There shouldn't have even been a green there. I guess I forgot to take that off. But either way, oh no, never mind. That's the admin's roll. Never mind. Yeah, so he or she or it or whatever this is that is the system administrator manages to catch a trace of your signal in the system, and so now is aware of you and can try to shut you down, kick you out, lock down
Next
the entire
time,
system.
right?
Next time, correct.
Eject you from the system.
And that's after my turn.
Yes. And so at this point, we have not actually, yeah. So you did all that on your initiative turn. Now it's Zo and Qessk's turn. And then depending on what they do, we may or may not be out of combat.
So it cuts to us in the elevator with the elevator music. And
Right.
it's like one of those
The
moments
elevator
where
music.
I kind of like
It's
look.
the girl from Ipanema.
I look at Zo, I'm just
overlaid with the siren, which then shuts off.
I just kind of give that timid like, hey, dude, you know, but not saying anything, just like the head nod.
The awkward
Yeah.
silence.
Yep.
One
Waiting
floor
for the-
opens, and it's like two, like, you know, like cleaning crew people, and they just like look at you guys, blank stares, and closes. Ding. Done.
As soon as I feel the gravity shift that we're stopping, I equip my disruptor rifle. And that's what I have ready at the go for the door to open.
Okay.
Does anybody remember what movie that was?
I know what you're talking. Yeah, it's like
They're like terrorists and they're on the elevator and the girl from Ipanema's playing. Oh, it's the girl from Ipanema. It's like one of those late '90s like
all
stupid
guns.
blockbusters.
Yeah.
I feel like it was on a cruise ship.
Right.
I know what you
Brian.
mean now.
Sure, but I can't think of the movie.
What are we seeing when the elevator door is
Well,
open?
when
I mean,
the elevator, yeah. So when the elevator door opens, you see two very nervous-looking techs,
like in our face.
like
Yeah.
wide-eyed.
They immediately have a one of them immediately has a disruptor rifle on his nose, like right when I come out.
And they just instinctively like try to, shield their faces. You can also see around them there's a whole
The bucket heads.
mess of people, but well, go ahead and make a
I
perception.
mean,
check. I wanna
is it
see-
clear that we are like our guys are in
Yeah,
charge
do the
when we
bucket
open the
heads
door?
have their guns up on the
No,
ground?
their guns are
I
down.
mean,
Are they down or on the ground?
I don't want to be fooled into firing. Like, I'm not
Right.
escalating this just to be funny. Like, this is an operation. We should have
Right.
heard our comms. Like,
Did they drop their weapons or did they just have them
I
down to
will
their side?
say they are in the
They're right
process.
on the ground, and they've been they're up on the
Yeah.
wall by now.
Because if they don't have
Well, I
their
don't
guns,
think they haven't
Not yet.
had an opportunity to actually make their movement yet. You told them to do it, but this is all basically happening rapid
yeah.
fire.
As soon as I come out, and if I see that they still have guns in their hands, even though they're not pointed at anything, if the bucket heads have guns in their hands, I coercion them to drop their weapons. Drop your weapons, and I put that guy down to his knees with my disruptor rifle. The guy right in front of me, one of the scientist engineer
little-
dudes, one of the little dudes.
The poor,
Yeah,
the poor
and
civilian.
but I'm pointing at them and drop your fucking weapons.
And as you kind of take a closer look, they were in the process of starting to like lower down. They didn't just drop them out of their hands, and that would have been the only instance in which they were unarmed completely. But they are, going to set, like, they're starting the process of setting them down, and then you come out and like point a disruptor rifle at them, and they
Only at
more
one.
quickly do it.
Yeah. Or this guy
Yeah,
gets it. Who wants barbecue?
Zoe, what are you doing?
all right. Yeah, I will walk in, and do I see like 6ix9ine at the console?
Are you walking all the way?
Do I just see him at the console when I walk in the room?
Yeah, I mean, if you're walking past those guys that are right in front of your face, then yes.
Yeah. Yes. I
Yep.
will. If I see him at the console, I will walk to him.
Okay. Yep. You can see, if as you survey the area, you can see that there is somebody at the console. You figure out that it is him.
Okay. I'll just stand there next to him, keeping an eye over his shoulder.
So Deep Rising was the movie I was thinking of.
Nice.
But apparently it's like the same thing as like the Wilhelm scream, where it's like every movie that's in an elevator just has the girl from Ipanema like
How's it go again?
dun, 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 dun,
Elevator.
dun, 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 dun,
In this case, though,
It's like
that
it's,
with
it's
like
bossa nova. It's bossa nova. Is what it is. Bossa nova jazz.
Tropicalia, baby.
Brazilian.
in this circumstance, it was that song, but for at least half the elevator ride, it was also overlaid with them. Woo, woo. So like two very contrasting sounds.
With like probably
But that has stopped.
a flashing red light in the elevator.
Yeah. Very tense.
All right, my turn's done.
Okay, so you're posted up next to.
So we should be.
6-9.
I think we're out of combat,
Yeah,
right?
if nobody's opening fire anymore, then the stormtroopers have set down their weapons. They're all.
Then no one's firing. Yes.
Yeah. I didn't know if you were gonna try to make like a. Let's see how.
I would have rolled a perception to see if I would have known what was happening, but.
All right, so they're all lined up there, just kind of, they're standing around like they're unarmed at this point. But yeah, so you.
But these engineer dudes.
They, after you came out, like, assuming you move out of the way, like,
Yeah,
did you move out of the way?
I moved them out of the way. Yeah, if I can, I kind of like push them over here.
I'll yell from the
Okay.
stairs. Dank Farrik, Qesskk, let them go. They don't have anything to
No,
do.
what? Don't let them go. I yell
No,
back.
no.
Let them over.
Look, y'all.
You can't let anybody leave this
No,
room.
these guys are cool. I like these guys. These guys are my buds. It's no worries. You guys are cool there, right? You guys cool right there? I need you to be cool.
Whatever you say, just please don't shoot us.
All right, no one's getting shot then. Everybody's cool. All right. You just gotta worry about your
Are you
buckethead
gonna ask them
friends.
if they're like the Fonz?
And I
Tell
turned to
your bitch to
6-9.
be
I'm
cool.
like, have you gotten through yet?
Not quite. Almost. I'll get it next time.
Listen, I might have before you patch out of the system, I might have an extra job for you. Would you do that for me?
Anything, mate, as long as I can keep these bogeys off my tail.
No, I will.
And all right, let me know when you're finished, but don't close out. And I sort of walk over to that, try to peer over into that. You said there was a window?
There is. It's a wall of windows.
What do we see when I look out the window?
Let's see. So as you look out the window, you see a group of stormtroopers, very large number of stormtroopers, with what appear to be 3 Imperial officers. Go ahead and make a.
Sorry, is that like another room? I was assuming
It's
it
the
was
hangar.
like. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you see the stormtroopers. Yeah, in addition to the stormtroopers, you also see very large T3C Delta class Imperial shuttle, and you see a gnarly looking TIE fighter like ship, but it's got a lot of angular shapes on it. It's got like, basically it looks like it has 3 sharp triangular wings on it, as opposed to your standard TIE fighter, which has the kind of hexagonal.
Is there any sort of officer that looks like they're super officer?
I'll make a perception check, and I will tell you what you glean of this group of people.
I'm looking for.
could I do one of those
should
too?
know, like uniforms or something.
Yeah, so at this point,
Wait, I'm over at the windows.
yeah, we're
just
gonna
so you
pick
guys
back
know.
up with 6-9's check in a minute, but in the meantime, I do want to know what the rest of you guys are doing.
Collecting the blasters that the 3 stormtroopers dropped here at the top of the steps.
Okay.
I'm keeping
And I
an
still
eye.
have the
Oh, good.
I still have the thermal detonator. I'm like laying them over the arm that I'm holding the thermal detonator in.
Okay. Still like armed.
Oh yeah. I don't want them to get any ideas.
I'm armed. Qesskk is armed, coercing the scientists to just be cool, and turning around and coercing, using all of my movement, in a turn to do those 2 actions. I'll take a strain if I have to too, but to intimidate everybody.
Yeah, I
But
mean
you need to,
we're out of like structured like combat scenario. The only thing that's structured at this point is 6-9's slicing into this system.
Okay, because that's generally what I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Zo, looking out the window, make a perception check.
Okay.
I told you what you saw just from, and there's various equipment and crates and
Yeah, I mean, so you're telling me easily I see what's in front of me. I just don't. I'm rolling to see the specifics of the officers.
Correct. You're seeing if you can discern whether there is somebody who appears to be more in charge, and just to get a better general sense of what the situation is down there.
Okay. All right. What's my difficulty?
2 purple. Just average. Nice.
I don't know why that yellow's there, but we'll just take the one success. I
You
guess.
don't have a rank in perception?
I don't. That shouldn't be there. I must have clicked it by accident. So
Did I have an upgrade?
we'll just take that. I had 2 greens. So no, I had it up there. I just saw. It
Oh,
wasn't
you had an upgrade. Okay, so it should have been 3 greens.
No, it should be 2. No, it should be 2 greens. It should be 2 greens. So just get rid of the yellow dice, and it's
Okay,
one.
so it's just a
one
one
success.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, as you look down there, you see number 1. There is what appears to be a stormtrooper sergeant down there, who appears to be the commanding military officer down there. Number 2, you see that there's kind of 2 groups of stormtroopers there. There's one with the sergeant, a handful of stormtroopers, and these 3 Imperial officers, and then there's another smaller group over by the shuttle. You see a couple of stormtroopers and another stormtrooper outfitted in black, which from your experience is probably a pilot. And the third thing...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. There's
Sure,
more.
yes. So there is a sergeant. There's 3 people in Imperial officer garb. There's an Imperial stormtrooper sergeant. The third thing you see, though, is that these Imperial officers are your guys, and they look like they're in shackles.
Oh shit! It's our dudes.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, this changes things.
Wait, they're not all bucket heads?
No, dude, they're the other team has been captured.
No, they were dressed in Imperial officer garb.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that they're in shackles?
Yes.
So they've been made then.
That's a fair guess.
You just see them.
And also,
Wait, what? Hold on, I'm confused. What's happening? What do you mean they've been made?
They figured out that the guys that were breaking in to steal it were not Imperial officers. They caught.
Oh, they've been busted.
Let me go ahead and just show you what you're looking at, because you're looking out the window and you saw all of kind of the pertinent aspects of this. Can you see?
Yep.
Okay, so that's what
Which
you're
ones?
looking at.
Will you point out Duda Boy?
Yeah, so these 3 guys are your guys.
In the gray, through the middle there, okay.
This is the sergeant. And then you've got a handful of stormtroopers, and this is the pilot. You also see, which I'll give to you because it's fairly obvious just from looking out, these are unmanned
Oh
turrets.
shit.
Here's your TIE
There.
system, here's your shuttle.
So I sort of relay back. Huff,
Yeah.
your boys. They're not looking too good right now. I don't say it too loud, but when you come closer, I just kind of edge out and have you look down. on the hangar bay to see your boys
Not my boys.
stuck.
I actually don't know these guys, do I?
You do know
It's
them.
our gang, dude.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
your gang, man. It's Doodle
Yeah.
Boy.
Doodle
Gavin
Boy and the
is-
crew.
Gavin,
Oh, I thought these
aka
were-
Doodle Boy.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Okay, sorry. I was
Yeah,
thinking
so Gavin
there's
and then the two other dudes.
These are no
Gavin.
constructs.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay, new doo boy. I was like, yeah, okay.
Doodle Boy.
He's like, yeah, yeah.
They're in
They're
hot
fine.
doo doo.
All right.
Doodle.
I
Not
know.
doodle.
I know.
So with that, and so here you can see at the far right over here, that's the energy shield. And so that's what you're trying to take down so that this fighter can leave.
But
Does
it
that
doesn't.
become
It doesn't
Bowie now?
matter. It doesn't
Become
even
Bowie?
matter.
But that's your job. So yes, now you're in the situation of what do you
Just
do?
Leave.
Well, how do we get paid?
Yeah, man, we gotta take on all these Imperials.
We're not.
We have to get out of here too.
Yeah, we need to get to the ship. Yeah, but that's our ship right here, right? That's what we.
No, I mean, we came into the garbage chute. We could go back out through the garbage chute, conceivably.
I turn and look at the leader of the group of that we have in our room. What's the best way out of here? Come on now.
Right back.
I
to where we
presume
came.
the
What
way
was
you
that?
came in. I presume the way you came in.
Would you presume? All right, let's do the opposite of what this guy says. So not the way we came back.
Brian, is there a window open, or is it an open window, or is it like a blast window of some sort?
What do you mean? Is it like a whole wall? Of
Is it
glass?
is it like, sometimes you've seen, I think I've even seen in Star Wars where it's like, is it glass, or is it like an open?
It's like, is it like the
Oh, it's
angle?
glass.
Yeah.
It's glass.
Yeah.
Okay. Do
So
I know
you're
this
not-
glass to be blast proof?
Make. Yeah, but no, I won't make you make a thing. You look at it.
Or can we open the windows?
Could you open the windows? You could probably figure out a way to open the windows, but
Or
I will also say that having taken the elevator, all of you, you know that you came, like the mess hall, the hallway that led from the mess hall was on level 2. You went up to level 3. And so there is also a
So
level
you're
1.
saying I could go down to level 1 and get to the
Right.
hangar. Oh, I do.
Correct.
But I'm a sniper, Brian.
That's
You
true.
got one of those like razors things you can cut a hole in it, poke your fucking.
Yeah,
barrel
like
through.
in the prequels, like the fucking assassins that cut a hole in the.
and for the
window
snakes
or
or whatever.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
that's stupid.
How about this? It's 10:30. That might be stretching the boundaries of what flipping a destiny point can do. Retconning having a high tech
Laser glass cutter.
a glass
Okay.
cutter.
Okay.
I'm not.
I mean,
sure
a true ass assassin is gonna be prepared for such a predicament. I feel like.
So
I mean,
yeah.
he doesn't carry a glass cutter with him, man. I mean,
So again, I mean, you've got. This is your current setup. Like I said, these are automated turrets.
Yes,
There's
6-9.
nobody-
You could hack them and make
there's
them
nobody
go to
manning
enemy.
them.
You could set enemies on it.
And there's conceivably
In
a
fucking
number of
D, man.
things you could do in this situation if you are so inclined, or not, whatever you want to do. But I think this is a good time to break for, let's say, 10 minutes. So come back at
All right.
10:40, and you guys can figure out how you want to proceed.
Sounds good. See you in
I want
10
to talk
minutes.
about it right now. Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can't inform them.
Is
Yeah.
it my
Well,
turn?
they're under arrest too, dude. Like,
Yeah, they're in
you
shackles.
catch that?
They've already been caught.
Hey, duck, brrr, and mow them down.
No, that's fine. It's
We
fine.
can't send them
We're
out.
Yeah,
gonna,
but these
we're
have
gonna
good
try-
enough
we're gonna-
AI.
we're gonna try and negotiate our way out of this. Is it my turn?
Wait, negotiating what?
I was gonna say if we could if I can just take over the turrets and point them at the main guys down
Oh, I
there,
see.
just be like, let them go.
Drop
Walking
your
out of
guns.
it.
Yeah.
Your bases are ours.
Shit, no, man. We can just take him.
Okay,
Fuck,
fine.
man.
Fuck it.
Mow him down, Jack. Mow him down. No mercy.
I say mow him down.
See ya.
That's
All
what,
right.
that's what
Yeah,
Zo
some
wants.
gangster shit. I'm
It's,
down.
it's
Hell
also, I gotta
Like-
admit, it's what Eric wants in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get so much clout out of this.
I mean, if we can free them up and I can find, like, that was something too, Brian. Is there any sort of, there's no perch? Do I see any perch or anything, or that I can fire from?
So from your vantage point, let me see. I mean, yes, it's Windows, and so I will say that you don't expect them to be necessarily blaster proof, but so that's one.
I mean, I'd have to bash out the windows to
or just
take them
shoot-
out.
or just shoot through it. Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
it's Star Wars. The lasers can break windows.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I guess I'm fine with shooting through windows.
I guess it probably wouldn't ricochet either, right? I mean, it's a laser, so it would just pass through it.
I'm thinking if you're in a
Worry about ricochet.
airport hangar kind of thing, though, it's probably built to like withstand like engines and things like that. So it's probably.
That's not a laser.
I'm saying it's probably where the window we're looking at is probably reinforced. It's probably
Right.
probably-
Yeah,
Pressure reinforced
that's a
for
good point.
zero.
Yeah, that's what
It's
I'm
taken
saying.
off right in front of it.
To have
Yeah.
one atmosphere inside where
Well,
zero
we're on
atmosphere is
planet
outside.
surface. We're on a planet surface, so it's all
Right.
one atmosphere.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
why
is
are you?
this-
I just-
why are
I
you
just-
adding
planetary,
complexity to it? Let him
ship-
fucking shoot
Not
through the
to
goddamn
overdo
window.
the Star Wars universe, but
Let the assassin assassinate somebody.
Can we
Why-
do the physics? Can we do the physics of this ship real quick? I need a.
Shooting yourselves in the goddamn dick.
So Jay, I will say, looking out the windows of where you're looking, if you look to the side, you can see kind of almost like a scaffolding platform type thing,
Nice. Okay.
just for servicing things. It's not, unless you figure out how to get the window open or break it, it's not something that you might be able to access from here, because there's no like, it's not connected to this. It's for, other purposes. It's not meant to be connected to this hangar control room, but it's kind of, so if you're looking where we are, if you envision where the hangar control room is, you're basically like looking out kind of here. It's like over here.
Where? Do that again. Ping that again.
Like over here, bottom left.
Okay. Do I think I can get to that from where I am? Is it on my same level? Can I?
I mean, it is like basically on the same level. It's not perfect because again, it's not connected to your hangar thing. It is something where you could probably, there are like ledges and things along the wall that you could probably make your way there.
But it's on the same level, but there's no door to get here. I
Right.
guess I want a path to get there. If you
Yeah,
can
so
provide
it
me,
would
if
have to
there is
be
one,
through a window,
through a window.
which
Or a wall.
if you want to try that, or a wall, if you want to try to force open these windows, you or somebody can make like a mechanics check basically to just kind of force this
I got
thing.
a hammer in my toolkit, Jason.
Yeah, I'll
to
just
get-
bash it open.
Some sort of Star Wars hammer that I could just hit the glass with and try and break it.
I like that.
Put like a
It's a
screwdriver against it.
nano hammer.
Yeah, vibro hammer.
You're right. Yeah.
Or you can
Okay.
take the butt of your gun and smash it out, Jason.
Yeah, I don't know if we can smash it out, but I will.
Just shoot
Yeah,
it.
I will see if someone can do like TK can open these doors, kind of
Okay.
thing.
Hang on just a second. I gotta let the damn
The
kid.
Sith Lord in.
Yeah, oh, the fucking Sith Lord always ruining this game. The Sith Lord will be the death of us.
Hey, do you know we can buy followers?
Oh, guys,
You
we
guys
can
say
buy.
we can
I'm
buy
glad I
followers.
banned both of those buttheads.
Bigfollows.com.
Well, guys,
Wait, what happened?
Nothing
nothing
in
our
the
chat.
in the chat. Yeah.
We
That's
have
how you know
spam.
you made it.
People who I banned
We've
and,
made
then,
it,
and
yeah.
blocked and reported.
What did they do?
They solicited more followers. They said, want to become famous?
Oh,
Buy followers and viewers on blah 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 blah.
Bigfollows.com. All right. So yes, I think best possible scenario is the window can blast window or whatever, like the hangar window can be opened. Is that what you're saying? Because I don't need to
Correct.
move. I can just perch from here.
Yes, they are not like, household windows that you can just open. They're something you're going to have to force, which is why it's going to be a mechanical thing.
So force, not mechanically like
No,
get on a computer and
mechanically
open.
force. So it's not, they're not
Not forcey force.
right,
Not
not
like
like
brute
brute
force.
strength.
Not forcical force.
No forcible force.
Not Star Wars force. Not brute force.
Newtonian
mechanical
force.
Right. Not
Yes.
capital F force.
Maybe even relative force.
Prank or
Maybe even
something.
past Newtonian.
So could I get someone else to open the door that has mechanics? All right.
You could get someone with a mechanic's ability to
Come help him.
override and
Jack's
force the thing
occupied,
open
so I'll come
mechanically.
help him.
Okay.
Yeah. TK, do you think you could get this open? Take a look, and I like point down. Just be
Is
careful.
it
I
all
don't
of
get
our
seasick.
turn at once? Kind of a thing again?
Yeah, so it's kind of just I'm setting it to where like whatever everybody else is trying to do at the moment, we'll just go ahead and talk through that, and then we're going to return Jack to your thing. So it's basically sort of all happening at the same time.
Massacre?
But we all get a chance.
Right. You
Yeah,
can
but
Let's still try to bust these guys. I think we should go on with the plan. Like,
Yeah.
keep doing it, right?
Yeah, what
like,
did you do, Jay? Zo?
Yeah,
I want to. So I think the plan would be to keep bringing down the what's it called, the shield, but then he kind of switches gears to, oh shit, get a hold of these turrets, and kind of do that, and then
Get a hold
just
of the
go
turrets. I
blasting.
think we should steal the ship and it's ours now.
No, these two dudes should still seal the ship. Like, they can break free.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
We couldn't
So
fit all
wait,
of
you're
them.
saying I need,
Sure,
to,
include them too. Sure. Yeah.
I need to lower the shield first, or I need to take over the turrets first?
I mean, I guess either way. But I mean, I think if the shield's down, it'll be easy. Like, if you have to put the shields down after they've sort of gotten it, they'll be waiting on you to lower the shields. Right now, they don't know that we're here.
Fair enough.
All right.
So I'm thinking shields first, take control of the turrets. TK, you open the windows so I can start helping it with the blast, and then you guys get the hell out of there. And then maybe there's a firefight, but I'd like to
Following your lead.
instead
Yeah,
of
my
like,
plan is I'm going to take out that sergeant, and I point to the one stormtrooper.
this
I'm going
guy.
to fuck this guy up. Yeah.
And if it's all the same, I aim at him as well.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's go.
All right.
They're
TK,
good.
go ahead and-
I'm
TK, go ahead.
handcuffing the stormtroopers in the room.
Okay.
With me.
Got it.
Yeah, maybe we should. Sorry, can I just add one more thing? Sorry, guys. What do you think about changing into their clothes as stormtroopers?
You
Into their
sick
suit.
fuck.
Some of us can. Some of us can.
I know some of us can't, but like maybe it'll work. I don't know.
Unless some of them have elephant legs.
I mean, we gotta do our immediate reactions first before.
Yeah,
we...
this is like, I mean,
Agreed.
it's
But what I was gonna say is Huff needs to be making sure that, like, he's got a weapon or something on that other captain guy, so he's not like calling.
Yeah, I've got
The news is
the
up.
first guy to get handcuffed. Him and yeah. He's
Oh,
gonna
that's
be
true.
the
I'm all the way over there. I can't see the windows, so I'm not with
Take
you,
their
though.
helmets off too, Huff.
yeah.
That's
Let
how
me.
how they call.
Yeah, so I handcuff the
We
I
make-
tell the lieutenant guy to take his clothes off, and I handcuff one of the others. I tell one of the other stormtroopers to start handcuffing the others.
They all have to take off their helmets, their buckets too.
Yeah, I tell
Yeah,
them.
I agree. Like, they gotta strip down, man. We gotta.
Yeah, they're in their wife beaters and boxers.
Yeah.
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 Since they
I
already
mean,
gave
maybe
up.
Huff could sort of oversee that.
It's not personal, y'all. You get
Yes,
it.
I think that's first.
We just got to make
Does
your
the,
dice pool go down a
The
little bit.
officers, does the officer's clothing look like it fit me? There's a little fly in here, bugging me crazy. Do I look like I'm about the same size as the officer?
Yeah, I mean, it's not identical, but he's
Close enough?
roughly this. Yes, it's not going to be noticeable. He's not like way bigger or way smaller than you.
All right. As I'm changing into his stuff, I yell over to 6ix9ine, be like, "Hey, can you help? Can you have this droid keep an eye on these guys for me? Well, give me a
That's
give me
right.
a
The
hand."
droid is still like flailing against.
That's yeah. I'm like, yo, can he give me a hand over here while I'm changing? Because I'm like,
I mean, if I can do that without, like, taking away from what I really need to be doing.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say you can shout out a command to him.
All right, cool. Then yes, whatever you want.
as I'm getting dressed, I'm like, thanks, and I'm like, yeah.
So it's.
Don't you guys
Does
make
it have a
move
gun?
when as a stormtrooper says.
It does not have a gun currently.
So it's just threatening them physically with violence.
Menacing stares.
I'm crazy.
It's like that the crazy one from Futurama.
So what order do we want? TK, does he need to do?
Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and have
Windows?
TK roll the window thing just to see if Zo can start making his way to get set up before we cut back over to whatever order you're doing your.
Yeah, because if you can't, for whatever reason, start taking someone out, then I should probably take control of the weapons first.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right, so
If
TK.
they're all dead, then we can drop the shield too. You know.
I mean, he'll only be able to get one shot off.
The turrets. As I'm saying, he gets one shot. The turrets. How many shots could if you take over the turrets? I could just mow them down, right?
Or one of us could get a turn instead of the turrets. They don't know the
What do you
turrets.
mean?
are a
I
thing.
think
It's going
Jack's.
TK Zo than me. That's the whole point.
Yeah, I think that's right because if TK can't get that window open, then we sort of change the plan a little bit, but we can
Exactly.
still sort of we
Yeah.
can still do stuff. We can still kind of do the same stuff, but we may need to go down to the ground floor and
Let's
help
go.
out another way.
Let's go to the ground floor.
You good for me to make this roll, Brian?
Yeah, let me just do it.
Come on, Coleman.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 3 purple. It's not easy.
No whammies, no whammies.
To open a window. Ooh, these are some tough windows. They're like painted shut fucking Riverside houses.
Dude,
Cut this fucking
Yeah,
thing
man.
open.
gotta get the chisel out for those, man.
Woo!
Yeah.
I got a tool for them.
You're good.
Old rope in the window.
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
With so many
So
advantage,
close.
but I guess the advantage don't matter, right?
Nah,
So
if you don't
close.
succeed.
God, so many purple, so many damn fucking things. Okay. Damn it, it won't budge, huh? All right, well, let's
Hey, and I yell.
let's.
Seems like that
Time to get
window
these-
is is a big pain. Let's move on to Plan B.
There we go.
Time to get into these time to get into Pain B. Time to get into these stormtrooper outfits.
Yeah, as I'm changing into the officer's uniform.
All right, so we're gonna now.
You hated that, Jack, didn't you? I could tell.
We got the veins. The veins have come out. Making my fucking head hurt.
All right, so we are back to 6'9" and his slicing attempts.
So I guess I'm gonna take out El Jefe, right?
Wait, no. First you're still doing the shields, right? Because once you kill the stormtroopers and start shooting, they're gonna run to the tie and get the fuck out, right? Am I wrong? I mean, is that?
Well,
I
many
thought
like
because
that
you
turret?
missed the opportunity to snipe them, that was like what needed to happen first.
Well, I mean, I think we're sort of heading down. I don't
Okay,
know.
so
Whatever.
is this the turn order? They have 2 turns.
We're
No,
not.
we're not in that anymore.
So
I
then
can't
I'm
hear.
taking the shield down, or the
I
raising
think
the
take the shield down. I
opening
think take
the
the shield
All
down.
right. Well, then that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's cool.
So let's see. That will be. Yeah, that's actually.
I don't have anything carrying over, right?
Huh?
I don't have anything carrying
Oh,
over.
like boost and setback and all that? No.
Man.
And then I'll have the 2 blacks afterwards as the
For
defensive.
defensive slice. So that's for any defensive slicing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you're set for your shut down the.
Oh,
Damn.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
Denied.
you don't succeed, but there's also no dire consequences. You just can't quite maneuver your way into that part of the system, and
I can re-roll. I can re-roll. Have a
Uh,
thing.
Guys, I have an idea, guys. Something we could try.
There we go.
There we go.
all right, but we got threats, and I got to figure out how to spend them.
What's your idea, Chad?
Now that I'm changing into this officer's uniform, when I saw him make that call over the comm, did it look complicated? Does it look like something I could just like walk up and like hit a button or impersonate him over the comms?
I don't know that would matter.
What was that?
At this
Go
point.
ahead. Sorry. I was.
At
Han
this
Solo
point-
style.
Would I be able to, from where we saw the officer before, use his comm link and try to communicate down to this stormtrooper officer?
You could try to do that. I mean, you'd have to.
What's that as?
I'll have you make a.
Or would that be a deception
It would
check?
probably be it would be a deception check number. That would be the second step of it. The first step would be essentially it would be just a general intellect check to see if you can figure out, like, based on your knowledge of what frequency they're even on and how to patch into where they are. Because it's not like they're constantly set to like all stormtroopers and officers in the entire shipyard.
Or
So-
could I ask the officer, I'd be like, how do I communicate to the stormtrooper officer, your officer?
Didn't you already go though?
We're not in structured play.
Yeah, we are.
I've done really nothing. I've
You-
No,
done
we're not.
Jack-
We're out.
outfit.
Yeah, Jack, you are for your slicing things in the sense that you go and then the system admin tries to respond. But in terms of turn tracking, we're out of that because there's no combat. So this is a little bit more fluid.
Yeah. So I'm asking the officer, as I'm changing into his uniform, how do I communicate with the main stormtrooper down there?
Make a coercion check.
I like it. Nice.
All right.
So what happened with those threats from my success?
Yeah, so I was working on that.
And more threat.
And there's more threat.
Threat
Whole damn
intensive.
thing is a threat.
So he responds, right? Yeah, everything's. He responds and gives you a frequency to set the comm to be able to radio down.
And what do I know this guy's name?
No.
That guy who I'm putting his uniform on, like, is it on his name or anything like that? Like,
Name tag. My name
yeah.
is.
Oh, yeah.
No, they don't have name tags that I recall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
that's
never
okay.
seen
Like,
a
in my
name
head,
tag on there.
My name is Sergeant Jeffries.
all right.
So are you asking his name too?
Yeah.
Or would he have heard it? Like, would he have said it?
Yeah, when he was like over the comms when he was talking earlier, like, did he say? Did I catch his name?
Let's see. Given the situation, I'm gonna say
You were also like shot while he was.
Yeah, I was
yeah.
probably shot.
That's what I was gonna say. You'd have to make you were across the room. You would have had to make some sort of check to be able to like perceive that, given the situation.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with. He told me though. I made it. He told me how to get a hold of the guy. I'm gonna be like, officer, bring the intruders up to see me now, and then I'm gonna like hang up.
Okay. Make a. Hold on. I gotta set your difficulty, but this is gonna be a deception check. And I'm going to use the two threat to add a setback to this. But I need to first see what the difficulty is going to be. Okay, it's gonna be tough if you're radioing to this sergeant. He's no dummy. Okay, make a deception check for me.
All right, Can I use a light side?
Go for it,
You can.
as far as I'm concerned.
So you want to upgrade?
Yeah.
Okay, I can set your upgrade. Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Ready? See if I can lie.
Yeah.
Was it nice?
He.
Nice.
Well done.
So you have successfully convinced him that you are this Imperial officer, but with the threat, I'll say he's a little bit wary at the time, and he's like, "Sir, I'm not sure that's a good idea. We've just apprehended them, and there was just an active security threat. I think perhaps you should come meet us down here. There's far more security on hand."
Did I stutter? No.
I've received words that they must be interrogated now. Bring them to me. This is above you.
I won't make you make another deception check
What? I was
because
gonna say, you just rolled a deception. You deceived them.
Yeah, no, it's the guy. Yeah, okay, yep.
Basically, yeah, I like it like a barking order, like
Yeah, so he believes
what you're told from your commanding officer. Bring them to me now.
Very well, And so he just kind of nods to the guy next to him and one of these other stormtroopers, and they escort these three towards the elevator.
All right, boys, let's take our positions.
Well, I thought I was gonna shoot people, but now I don't know what the fuck. Went off the strip.
Hack those turrets outside.
Yeah, you can only the commanding officer and like one other
yeah,
dude.
Yeah, there's no collateral damage down there now. They could just all be killed. If you
Hold
take
on.
out the turrets.
So you had your computer's check was to
It was to open the
gate.
take down the shields or whatever.
I was
yeah.
gonna say, now I'm like, wait a minute, why did we want to draw them away? We wanted to keep them near the ship so they could take it away. It sounded like a good idea, but I don't think it was a good idea.
I mean, we can get the jump on these two guys and then mow the other guys down. And the
Yeah,
thing
but now we have to kill everybody.
Yeah.
Fine, whatever. Fuck it. Let's go.
Hey man, I went for it, dude.
Goddamn robot. I don't give a shit.
Murder hobos here.
While all this is happening, I have my disruptor rifle set to full on all the bucket heads that are naked.
Cats just has a fucking boner right now. He's ready to go. You can smell the blood already.
So sorry, Brian, were we in like Stormtrooper gear?
If that's what you were doing, then you can certainly start the process of that. That takes a lot more time than what we're doing here, though.
Okay.
So if you're starting that, then yes, you can start that now. And I'd say also, Huff was also in the process of changing. Wow.
Yeah, Huff's got a plan of his own right now.
Huff was
Because
already
this is.
right? He started changing immediately. The rest of us have been doing other stuff.
But even still, I mean, all of this is happening, and it hasn't been like he's farther along.
I
But-
put
I
on a
like the jacket on,
stormtrooper
that's it.
helmet.
Jacket and the hat.
Just the
He's got the
helmet.
paint,
Jacket and the pants yet.
Yeah,
The
you don't
pants-
have. You either don't have the jacket or you don't have the pants. Like you can't have both.
Yeah, I felt more comfortable with the jacket. I definitely got jacket because my arm was all. It
Yeah,
was
that's
only
the
one
other
sleeve
thing.
I
Like
took off.
you'd be slowed down by.
Yeah,
by
I only
that.
took off one sleeve, so it was easier to do the jacket.
But yes, this is
I
all.
wasn't confident enough to do the pants yet.
I mean, yeah, because bear in mind.
There's
That's
smoke
vulnerable.
coming out of 6ix9ine's ears right now because he's so fucking confused about what the goddamn plan is. And I've got the computers, and someone
Yeah.
needs to just tell him
I'm
What
gonna
the
go stand
fuck?
against the
Hack
wall
the
where
turrets.
where the elevator is, and just wait for these. There's no point in trying to get into a stormtrooper outfit. Just get the drop on them. There's 2 of them. There's 4.
So are they in the elevator? Like, have they exited the hangar? The
Let's
office?
just
They
say
are-
he's
they are
walking
on their
towards
way
the
there.
elevator now. What
So,
are we
yes.
doing?
Yes.
Get those
We're
pants
shooting
on, Huff.
these Stormtrooper. Yeah, shooting these.
No, it matters because if they're already on the elevator, I can just take over the turrets and mow everyone down. If they're not, and I start doing that, it's going to alarm them.
Right. So bear in mind, all of this is happening while you accessed the system while we were still in combat. So we were kind of playing out the setup and all that, but there hasn't been that much time to actually make progress to a lot of this stuff while you're doing this, because these rounds are pretty still. Like I said, you 6ix9ine are in structured play to the extent that you are in a slicing encounter with the system administrator. So all of the things that you are doing, the rest of your group haven't like accomplished like, oh, we're all fully dressed and these guys have already made their way up the elevator. Like this is happening in terms of your time. It's started, but has not progressed very far by the time you're making the decision as to what to do now. And so you opened the gate as these guys are being led away. And that, let me see.
Like, I will say that I will wait until they're in the elevator
to
before I-
activate the turret.
Yes.
I mean, you don't even have to kill them just yet. We can still.
I'm fucking killing them. That's
We can
Yeah.
grab these
Yeah, we're
guys.
taking these
hostage,
guys out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
take
So,
them hostage, and then tell these guys to back down and let us leave. You know, there's a lot of things we can do.
I'm gonna make so there's one more thing now. So given the timing of this, like Huff is saying over the comms and successfully convinced the guy that you were his superior in this situation. Bring these guys up to me. As they're walking away, all of a sudden the shield opens. So he is going to make a discipline check and see if he knows or see if he reacts to this. Because it's kind of a little bit confusing. It's very strange for these gates to be opening. It's the middle of the night, and he knows these things aren't supposed to be leaving yet. So, we'll see how he reacts. That'll be, I'm setting it as average difficulty, but I'm giving it a setback because he's starting to get confused and concerned.
Like we are
Yes.
in real life.
All right, here we go. Wait, where is it? Oh, there it is.
Oh crap.
So he, yeah. So he kind of looks at the series of events that's happening, and while he still believes that Huff was the commanding officer, he thinks something's fishy, and he says, "Hold it, troops." He calls out to the guys that are escorting your guys away, and he's like, "Something that's not right here." Hold your place, hold your position until further instructions. We need to figure out what's going on. These gates should not be open. We need to get them shut immediately.
And then it's like I sort of see this through the window, and I'm like, now get this, take control of these turrets.
yeah, I'm gonna take control of the turrets.
Yeah.
And then
okay.
I am going to run to, like, because I assume I was at the window. I'm going to run by, drop something on, actually stop for like a quick moment. I'm sorry, I'm hogging the spotlight here. I just say something quiet to 6-9, and I'll text you what I want, what I'm saying there, Jack. And then I'll continue on my way, and it's like, let's go. Let's get down the elevator. It's about to get real, boys.
All right. So as all that happens, so in terms of timeline, what we have is 6-9 is hacking into the system. Huff radios down. Bring those guys up to me. The sergeant is initially convinced. Then the shield goes down. He kind of thinks there's something fishy going on here and tells them to hold. So the shield is down. As a result of the shield coming down, that 2 threat that were generated, what will happen there is that you, 6-9, are unable to perform a slicing action for the next round. That's the result of the 2 threat. So that means there's 2 system admin turns before you get to go again, because the system admin hasn't actually done anything. You did your slicing to open the gate, and now it's its opportunity to kick you out, or, well, try to kick you out, or lock the system down, or what have you. So that's what they're gonna do now.
Fuck me.
All right, let's.
Yeah, 2 black.
Yes, I will add that. So 2 black.
Also send you when I'm sending Jack, just so you could be like folded.
Okay, yeah, good. I mean, yeah, if you wanted to do it, that's fine too, but however you want to handle
All right, I'll let Jack say it if he ever does it.
it. Okay. Yeah, so they're gonna attempt to. And you said yours is Jack. You have three yellow for your.
You did that on
computers.
purpose.
Yeah, and the 2 black.
Yeah, and then the 2 black on top of it. Okay.
It's 3 yellow, 1 green, not just.
Oh, it's 3 yellow, 1 green. Okay, so I have to convert it to purple.
So maybe I had to find another dice on that last roll.
That's true. Which would have been what? I don't even remember what that was anymore. Oh, it was to find you. Yes. But now, yes, now I know. And going forward. All right. I'm going to use a dark side point because I can. And I'm going to upgrade the system admin's role here. And here we go. Computers. All right. So suddenly you see the terminal just like go staticky and distorted for a moment, and then it just shuts off, and you've been shunted out of this computer system.
Where's your 2 blacks?
Oh, where are they? Shit, let me roll them.
Get the fuck up out of here. What do you think you're fucking with? I'm a level 2 defensive slicer.
I thought I didn't add it. I knew I put it in there. Oh, I had it in the wrong place. That's what it was. All right. Let's see what happens now.
Like,
So it's a failure. Yeah.
I love this character, Jack. I love it. I love this slicing.
Ridiculous.
I'm pumped. That was awesome.
It's just ridiculous. Yeah. So okay. Well, the good news on my end is that I get to try it again because you don't get.
it's also like fucking, I'm blocked. I'm out of the. You like blocked me for like 2 rounds or some shit already.
No, just this one. So after I do this second check to try to kick you out, then if assuming it doesn't work, which I'm not going to upgrade this one. Assuming it doesn't work, then you get another turn after that. All right. I think I've got everything right. Such a pain clicking around on all these things. All right. 2 black. It's for every defensive slicing thing, right? Okay. So 2 black, and then 1 purple, 3 red, rolling a computer's check against that. Oh. Yeah, so this time it is able to kick you out. And so now the effect of that is basically you have to make your way back into the system at this point.
Did it erase the back door?
No, it was a permanent backdoor. So you always get the 2 blue to get in.
Okay.
So yeah, they kicked you out of this login. But you can try
Can I do that now? Just to get back in now?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. And as that's happening, I'll say that the sergeant is he's kind of assessing the situation and
With the disruptor pointed at him.
right.
Yeah.
Well, the sergeant would have been
Casket's still
with
over there.
with the guys because he was. I said, Sergeant, bring them to me.
Nothing
So
came
he
up
would've-
yet, so
Yeah, he
Right.
would have been
Yeah,
probably.
Okay, well then he would have at best been over here.
Yeah, he would have been probably with them still. But that's.
Yeah, so he probably just hanging out here or something. So yeah, so they've stopped. He's kind of assessing the situation. And he turns to the stormtroopers that are back here, these 4, and he says, "You 4, head upstairs, see what's going on."
Can I do my computer check?
Yes. Yeah, that was just setting the scene for. Oh wait, sorry. It would not have been that extreme of a difficulty. To get back. Wait, no, it would have been a lot different from that. It just would have been a lot of different dice. So sorry, I didn't know you were asking if you could roll like right then.
You can scratch that one. That's by all means. Well,
Triumph is nice, but
2 threat is not great. Okay, so 2 boosts for your permanent backdoor. This time it is just the base difficulty, daunting difficulty to access the system. So 4 purple, but you have 2 boosts. Now you can. Yep.
ooh,
Damn, that guy. He is something.
boost didn't even do all that much either. Just one.
No.
One of 3.
Ridiculous skill.
Sometimes one's all you need.
The purples did shit. That's what.
So what does that double advantage give me? Next, like a bonus?
Yeah,
a boost
so
next?
you can. Let's see. And for purposes of, it might be good, Jack, for you to. I'm not saying you need to study it or anything, but just to have on hand. Like there's this table in the special modifications source book, which I think Coleman posted a while back, that details the uses of these things. But I got it right here. So you got, let's see, you can do the temporary bypass thing again. I think you did that last time where you add 2 blue to a single future check.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you've gained access again, and now I've got to. The system admin at this point thinks they've kicked you out, so they have to find you again. So 2 setback. Correct.
Whereas it's just a detect to see if there's an intruder, right? This time.
Yes, right, because they kicked you out. This
would just be like a
I
general
will-
sweep for suspicious
Yeah.
activity.
Right. I will say, given that they just kicked you out, I will give a boost to them to search because there's not like a routine thing. They're like on a little bit more high alert, but otherwise, it's just checking. It's still just checking to see if you're there.
Yeah, what they call it, a signature check or something.
Yes, fragments of what is it called? I forget. Okay. So computers check. I found you again, and that's a
Yeah.
crazy dice pool they're rolling against. 2
Look at
black,
that.
1 purple, and 3 red. So they found you.
I'd hate to have to tally all that shit up in real life.
I would say.
For it to be one success.
Yeah, you're like, minus
That is the
2.
benefit of playing on Roll20. Like it's instantaneous.
Carry the force divided by.
It takes a lot of fucking time to click through all of these different menus.
How
but
far were you? Divided by the square root of 3.
All right, so yes, they've discovered you again, and will probably try to kick you out, but you'll have another action before then. All right, what's everybody else doing at this point?
So do we see them sort of coming up with like a whole bunch of them?
Yeah, you see.
All right.
The pilot's not.
As soon as I see them like pointing to the elevator and like pointing up here, I'm gonna blast out the fucking window.
Who are you shooting?
I first want to blast out the window.
Okay.
And yeah. I blast out the window, and what I really want to do is, so I don't know if like I can do it with my heavy blaster or my heavy blaster pistol. I don't know if that'll work. And with my other hand, toss a thermal detonator.
Everything's in its
Toss a thermal detonator.
Yeah, fuck this.
You're just gonna nuke the.
That's gonna
hangar.
nuke the entire hangar.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna nuke underneath. I like to throw it so it goes underneath the big ship.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm gonna cast a light side point so I can do this.
To aim. Well, so here's the problem though. You're like throwing a thrown weapon and firing a blaster at the same time.
Okay, but we're not in structured combat, so I figured I was by the glass. And I'm doing a double move. Or double,
You take strain to do it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I will allow it in order to place this thermal detonator. You're spending a light side point for your thrown weapon, which is a ranged light. I think we figured that out. It's a ranged light attack. I will say the difficulty is going to be. Did you use the light side point already?
I haven't done it yet.
Can't remember. So I'm going to say ordinary difficulty would be 2. I'm going to say it's upgraded difficulty.
Okay.
But, all right, so I'll upgrade and I'll add did you add the upgrade to your check? I can add it. I just added it to mine, but.
Yeah.
Okay, so, all right, so I've got your upgrade, I've got my upgrade for the difficulty. All right, let's see where you throw this thing.
All right, ready?
Ready.
I don't know if it upgraded. I didn't do anything. You upgraded.
I upgraded yours.
Okay.
And mine.
Watch, yeah.
Wow.
What does that do? All those successes on the.
Well, so a thermal detonator's base damage is.
By the way, I just
20.
want to show you where I was hoping to throw it just like Kobe it to this dude near the pilot.
Right here.
Yeah. No, the pilot like here.
Oh, you want to throw it to him? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably doesn't really matter for those guys, though, right?
What were you saying?
Just whether it's that stormtrooper or the pilot, it doesn't really matter for
For purposes of the blast radius, no, it does not matter.
Man, my homie Doodle Boy, man, why you gotta do him like that?
I'm getting us out of here, buddy.
Fucking vaporized. Yeah, so you toss this thing. The base damage on a thermal detonator is 20.
Nice.
Plus your 5, so that's 25. That wipes out. Let's see. Hold on, I gotta think about this. Yes, that wipes out all of the stormtroopers. It wipes out Doodle Boy and company. And it wipes out the sergeant. And it wipes out.
Dude, why? Yeah, there's
the
no
turrets.
reason.
Now I gotta get an R.I.P. Doodle Boy tattoo.
Now I gotta get a Doodle Boy tattoo.
And it does 3 points of hull damage to both ships.
You made that thief now.
And
Jeez.
you did not notice this or search for it, but these red crates are explosive material. So those are going to explode.
Ooh.
And
We're all dead? Do we just vaporize ourselves? That's kind of incredible.
you're 3 stories up from this, so you're not vaporized, but you may be damaged. You may be damaged. Yeah, and you also see that it has caused serious damage to these structures down here, which upon closer inspection are fuel reactors. And they look in rough shape.
Okay.
So much for your fucking secret message, asshole.
No, it's still gonna work, bro. It's still gonna work. You
But
sent
the
it.
ships are
You
still.
said after we're successful.
I mean, we could still be successful. Tough. Can you pilot that ship?
You just killed Doodle Boy
Yeah, but
You just killed my friend.
in front of my face.
And you just blew up the ship we're trying to fly out of here?
It's the
Zo,
I will
you
say-
cease to amaze me, my friend.
All right, so you guys all take. Well, not all of you. The guys that are on the platform. So let me go back to where you were before.
the irony too is they gave it to us. Like they gave us
Little
this,
boy and
that.
that-
Yeah, like they died by their own,
The
their
real
own weapon
irony is
that I
that you
convinced
wouldn't
them.
let me throw any kind of grenades, and now you just threw one and just killed Doodle Boy.
Bro, that's because I was saving them, man.
To kill Doodle Boy.
All right,
Save
so
your souls.
Does he get like dark side points now?
I
Oh,
hope so.
absolutely.
He's gonna have to roll for this. He is almost certainly leaning towards the dark side more than he was. We will definitely be rolling that in the interim, but there is no way with killing 3 of his own teammates and vaporizing the entire hangar bay that there's no consequences. So, given the
I just
position,
look over and say, really, really, dude.
Qesskk, you were by the window. TK,
No,
you were
well,
by
I
the
was
window.
still over intimidating the guys. I
Qesskk,
said
you
I
were
wasn't by
pointing
the
your
window.
you were pointing your disruptor rifle at the sergeant, if I recall
Well,
correctly.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think.
kind of.
I think he was talking about a different guy. I don't think he was.
Yeah, I was
Don't worry
talking about the guy that got naked inside the ship.
Okay. All right. So I'm bringing you guys back up. You were here. TK, you were by the window because you were trying to help him get into it, or you were like over here or something.
Yeah,
Trying
thanks.
to open
Thanks,
the window.
Zo.
So Zo and TK are going to take 5 blast damage just from the chain explosions.
Is that reduced by soak, or is that just...
Yeah, it should
It
be.
is. Hold on. There's a separate effect that I think ignores soak
Oh.
to an extent.
Oh.
Breach. Wait, what does breach do? Hold on.
Yeah, can it make it through the hull?
Hold on. I think breach is for like ship armor. It ignores 10 points of soak for every rating of breach. So yeah, it ignores soak.
So 5.
So I got five
So
damage.
five wounds.
Okay.
I'll say
Burns.
6-9. You took 2. You're gonna take half rounded down because you're back farther, but it still blew up the whole fucking hangar.
How much damage?
What was
But
that?
the ships is the
2,
same.
6-9. The ships are not blown up. They are damaged. They are
But they can still fly.
2 wounds. 2 wounds. Yes, Jack. Not reduced by soak, so it's just 2 to your wounds toward your threshold. Yeah, but the ships, once the smoke clears, to the extent it does, obviously the shuttle is not totally destroyed. That thing's pretty hardy. The tie looks worse for the wear, but it's not like, it's all right. It's an okay shape. It's definitely taken some damage. I gotta just check its exact stat.
That's what we're after, right?
Yes, the tie is the thing you're trying to get. And let me pull you guys back over. I just wanted to figure out where you were for purposes of the explosion. Yeah, so here you guys are. All of these guys are dead. Oh wait, I didn't do that.
Are we gonna put this thing on our ship, or someone was gonna pilot it?
Fly
I
the
think we've
fuck
got a
outta here.
pilot that can maybe pilot it, man.
I
Maybe
can fly it.
a couple of people. What?
I was just asking.
I have great flying.
Maybe I can't do.
Yeah, we'll have to see what kind of shape condition those ships are in.
Yeah, let me figure that out real quick and see how much. So it was,
I think like while Brian's
You
doing
have
that,
to get
I
down
mean,
there
wouldn't
first before you figure it out, right?
it's all
wouldn't
right.
Huff-
It's like, yeah, I mean, you can't tell from here, but it's like, it's not like close to exploding or anything. It took a little bit of damage after the armor absorbed some of it, but it's okay.
Josh, are you sleeping or are you just breathing heavy into the mic?
My mic's just in a weird spot. Yeah.
Okay.
He's definitely sleeping. That sounds like a half nap.
How can you be
It
asleep
was.
in this riveting action?
Yeah, dude, it's like
No, I'm with it. I
This is
just had you caught me with my eyes closed.
I'm just messing with you.
No, but I was
Well,
looking
I
at my
can't-
piloting. I'm like, yeah, dude, I got four.
That is
I
video
got 4
off.
green in piloting.
Yeah, so you blew everybody to hell except these 2 dudes over here took some damage, but like, you know, they were kind of knocked off their feet and took a little bit of shrapnel damage, but they're alive.
okay.
So hang on, I gotta X off all of these dudes now.
Brian, do we know like how many, would I know, like, or does any of us know how many, like, is it 2 people in the TIE Phantom? Is it 1 pilot? What is the complement of a...
Yeah, so you would, I would say your guess, you don't know that much about these ships, but your guess for a specialty fighter like this is that it's probably 2.
Huff, do
A
you think you
typical,
could fly that
TIE
thing?
fighter is only one, it's just a pilot
Yeah.
and that's it. But like a specialty
But-
fighter like this probably has a co-pilot.
Yeah. Huff, do you think you could fly that thing?
I don't know. I'd have to get down.
I'm sorry about your boys. I didn't know they came back as
I was trying to get them out of there, and you killed them. I don't know what's wrong with you, but after this mission, it's over. Killed Doodoo Boy, my childhood friend. Can't even bury him.
It's vaporized. It's a clean thing.
I walk up and I'm like, Zo, that was awesome.
All he ever said is, Huff, if anything ever happens, I want to be buried on top of on the top of the hill. Just bury me there. And
In Corellia? The
nothing,
hill?
nothing to bury.
No, the one in his neighborhood.
I'll never.
The hill. So
Yeah, the hill. That was the only one. In
I
Corellia.
hear you,
Hill.
Huff. I
He
know
knows-
exactly the
He
hill you're
knows
talking
what that
about.
means.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
He knows what that means. Huff knew what that meant.
Yeah, we see a doodly doo that has like the hill
Yeah.
back in time.
We'll be doodling in heaven now.
If you can scrape something up from down there when you run through and take it up to the hill and dump it.
Maybe a little
The
bit of
ashes.
a little bit of dust.
I guess Jesus needed a character drawing of himself. He needed a doodle.
That's not why we call him that.
It's because he had a really big head and a small body, and it looked like one of those doodles you get on the boardwalk.
A caricature.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that.
He always did have a larger than average head. Yeah, so you guys, as that explosion rocks this entire hangar, and you're all a little bit dazed. I'll say even the guys that, I mean, you're basically this hangar control room is kind of situated above the hangar, so even those who weren't next to the windows are still kind of knocked off your feet, just by the force of the kind of successive explosions here. And you hear some sirens, different sirens from what you heard before initially. And you know, as I said, you look and you saw that those fuel reactors appear to be unstable at this point, and that's probably the first alarm you hear. But then before too long, you hear the security alarm raise again.
And the shield is down, right? The shield's down.
The shield is down. Correct. The shield is still down, and
Yes.
technically, I think 6-9, you're still in the system. I don't know whether you guys want to, like, what the plan is at this point.
Yeah, again, fucking clue. I'm just watching now my buddies get killed.
Everything's turned pear-shaped.
Zo's
Yes,
mass
the
murderer.
plan is simple. The plan is simple.
Get in
We
the ship. Get out of here.
get in the tie and deliver the goods to what's his face, your first Kodo or whatever.
All of us are getting in a TIE fighter.
No,
The other
2,
three?
and the rest of us get the fuck out through the way we came.
Or the other
So
ship.
what do you need me to do in the computers?
Put those turrets
I
on
don't
the
know.
enemy tracking for bucket
I'm gonna
heads.
take the 3 E5s that I picked up initially, and I'm just gonna throw them out that broken window.
Okay. Easy enough.
I had a plan
They
for them,
fall
but that
among
plan
the
has
smoke
gone out
and
the window,
ashes.
so to speak. So now I'm just like, fuck this, get rid of these things.
I guess I'll try and create.
Did I ruin the game tonight, guys? Are you? Am I?
It just has definitely changed the thought process.
Personally, Jay,
This is- That was meant to be
Love
in
it.
character.
it's
Yeah.
as the GM of this game, I am loving the hard right turn that we've taken.
Yeah, I mean,
Not that hard, Brian, I told you I was going to be doing
That is
something.
true. That is very true. I
All
don't know that I
this
expected it in this way.
Before I get booted out, I guess I will try and create some sort of diversion.
Like, let's see.
Like in the
Or what are we up against right now? Like we've got someone's gonna go down and get in the TIE fighter and fly out the hangar. And the rest of us
make
guys.
sure there are no air defenses, like ground to air defense.
Yeah, you can. I mean,
I'm gonna jam. I'm gonna jam some shit. Some comms.
okay. So what do you want to jam? Like
Raspberry.
comms or sensors?
Like
Phone
anything that
stuff.
would alert anyone else beyond this facility.
Okay, so you don't want
Within.
signals
I don't give a
to
fuck.
go
I'm gonna
outside.
disable all the comms.
You don't want signals to be escaping this.
I'll do as
shipyard.
much damage as I can if I can prevent them from also even happening inside. Like whatever, maybe however successful I am.
turn
but
off
prior-
any surface to air.
Yeah, outside of the base.
All right, so I'll say, I mean, if you probably have to choose between like disrupting like one system versus another. If you want to jam comms so that there can't be signals sent outside of the base, that's one thing you could do. You could try to find defensive systems and then shut those down. You could try to disable communications, like personal level communications within the shipyard, but it's got to be for one action. It's going to be one of those things. I mean, obviously you can do multiple depending on how long you're staying, but
All right, I will disable internal first.
internal comms. Okay, so it's going to be, given that they've reactivated extremely high alert protocols, it's going to be a 4 purple check, and given the exigencies of this circumstance, it's going to be 2 setback die, which I think you have a thing that reduces it
remove
by
one.
1, right?
Correct.
So it's going to be 1 setback. So it's basically the whole system is attempting to go into lockdown right now, but you have, your abilities may be able to circumvent that, but it's going to be challenging.
He's trying to change the Wi-Fi password.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, can I give him a blue dice?
You want to
Like
give
help
them a
them?
blue?
Yeah.
Sure. And I'm going to, because that was such a awesome heel turn, I'm going to use a dark side point to upgrade the difficulty of this.
Oh man.
All right, go ahead. You just can't. There's too much going on. It's a crazy.
Very
situation.
emotional right now.
Yes. You just lost Doodle Boy. You just had a whole hangar bay explode in front of you. There's sirens blaring around you, and you just can't focus well enough to be able to get in and shut it down.
I gotta do defensive, right?
What was that? Yeah, I got to do the defensive thing, so that's +2 black. One purple and 3 red difficulty for your.
At the same time, they should be sort of wouldn't Huff, and I would say like Huff and Qesskk. Maybe you guys should.
I have a thing that I'm gonna be doing once I have a chance.
I'm basically gonna yell to 6-9. Bro, it's fucked. Let's get out of here. Let's get on that TIE fighter.
Brian, I'm gonna head toward the prisoners and.
Yeah, we need. We need to get on the.
I'm running to the tie before anybody says anything. I'm already running.
You're still up with us though. No one's down there.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm jetting away from
All
you.
right, so you're kicked out again. 6-9.
All right, so we're just bailing then. We're just.
Ended ship.
All right. So yeah, you make one last effort to kind of stave off any sort of defensive situation, and you're unsuccessful, and then the system shuts down on you again, and yeah, you're looking at the situation and making the determination. I'm assuming that you're done here. All right, so you guys are what's the plan?
Qesskk is on the plan. He's just running towards the
Taking
tie.
the elevator down.
Yeah, who's going to the TIE fighter?
I would say I'll probably try
I
to
would
hop.
think Huff, yeah.
Although
That's
Huff,
tough.
because your left arm is injured, you're still going to be the best pilot.
Still got a
But every
disadvantage.
check you make is going to be one upgraded, one difficulty, because your arm is crippled.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're still.
Well, we still
You're
don't
still
even
the
know if
coach,
those ships work. We don't even know. That's like.
But is it seat 2, and you could like having someone else who can
Yeah.
pilot?
Pilot, yeah.
I'd probably want 6-9 with me. On the getaway.
I got 4 pilot checks. I'm already halfway there. I'm gonna take off on this thing if I get there and no one's with me.
You're getting in the tie.
Yeah, I said I'm running. I was running for that tie. As soon as that bomb went off and I saw what was happening, I'm like, fuck this, I'm getting out of here.
So you're gonna fight over
Audi.
it.
You're gonna fight the stormtroopers then that are down there?
They're all dead.
There's 2 that are.
There's 2
I'll
alive,
fight
man.
them. Yeah.
Let him do his thing, man.
Now I hate 2 people.
That works just fine for me, because I'm gonna cut the prisoners loose and tell them to follow us out if they know what's good for them.
They're like totally shell shocked at this
I'll
point.
basically
They
be like,
just
you got
follow
2
whatever you're
choices. You
saying.
stay here and wait for the remnant to come here and punish you for this shit, or you follow us out and hope you can start a new life.
I mean, yeah, they're all like dazed. They may have suffered concussions. Like they're just gonna do what you say.
Did you send that message? I turned to 6-9.
Fuck no.
You need to send the message, and if
Why
if
would
he
I?
doesn't, if he doesn't, if I see he doesn't, I'll go to the computer and I'll sort of move him to the side and start trying to do a computer's check.
Okay. So you're trying to access.
I'm just sending an email. Essentially, all it is.
Okay. Let's see.
Do you have to update Microsoft like Outlook first?
I'm gonna restart the computer.
Restart.
While this is going on, I look over to my left and I see the elevator close and with Qesskk in it. And then I look over and I see TK kind of making his speech to all the hostages. And then I look over at 6-9 and I'm like, 6-9, let's bounce. This shit got fucked.
Well, Josh said Qesskk said he was riding. He was already in the TIE fighter.
He didn't say
Well,
anything.
and I said I'm
I
on
don't
my
know
way.
anything.
On my way.
I'm
I was
just-
running
have to
to
I
it.
was
the
looking
elevator
after an
down, so-
explosion.
I
You're my
already
boy.
started
Like,
booking.
let's. Yeah, it's like Zo just killed our friend. Like, I'm done.
Well, that's my question. Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, as soon as shit
Yeah,
started
he's
going
a doodle
south,
boy, let's
Kaz
go.
was like, I'm out of
Yeah.
here. I didn't say anything to anybody. I just started going for that TIE fighter.
Yeah, we all know what Qesskk is doing.
But you're all, I mean, you all have to take the elevator down.
If
So,
that's what we have to do, yeah.
yeah.
I imagine Qesskk snuck out then, like, while this was happening on
I mean, you could jump out the window and fall, 3 stories. It's already broken.
Oh, that was already broken? Then, I mean, that's what I would do.
I mean, there was a thermal detonator that exploded in there. It was all those
3
windows were
stories,
shattered.
A lot of fall damage, I imagine.
Yeah, you're gonna take damage from it if you jump out there. It's
Oh,
3
fuck
stories.
that. Yeah. Nope, elevator.
All right,
It
so
is. Dun, 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 dun.
all right, so Zoe, I will say if you can get access to the computer, that just sending something as simple as a message from any account whatsoever would be relatively straightforward, but you have to get access to the system first because
I'm
it's
gonna
been
upgrade
locked
my
down.
die. I'll upgrade one of the die. I'll burn a light side point and upgrade.
Okay. So it's gonna be 4 purple.
4 purple.
Yeah,
How many
To
more
access
light
the
side points do we have?
you got 2. I've been spending them too.
2 after
We
mine.
went back and forth a lot.
Yeah. You had 3 before. So just make a computer's check. I've got your things set.
Okay.
Oh, it washed out. Oh shit. Totally washed out.
Can't even send a fucking email.
It was the upgrade, right?
Wait, you didn't upgrade.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't add your upgrade. You were probably thinking I was gonna do that. I did not do that.
So I'll just roll.
Just roll a yellow,
I mean,
I guess. Or you want to
Okay.
roll a? You can just roll again.
well, yeah, because I don't know what.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
yeah, because it would be this. It would be the second one, I guess, if it was, or the third one.
Let's roll again.
Yeah, you can roll again.
Roll
You're
again.
good. I upgraded you now. Oof. That was even worse. The yellow didn't do anything that time. Damn.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Alright.
you just you're trying to
Frustrated.
deflect and you
I
can't.
like.
Yeah.
I like smash the computer with my gun, and I'm like raging.
All right. So you all.
But I will move off.
So do me and Qesskk have to like fight over who's gonna get in this TIE fighter?
It depends. What?
I mean,
Let's
someone's
get-
gonna get left behind, right? It's only 2 seats.
I'll shoot him. I'm gonna shoot him in the foot.
I'm running in
That's a
front of
big
you, and
target.
your first thought is to shoot me in the. After all that.
What do you mean after all that? Our characters don't like each other. And now I've
You
just been like,
fixed me so many times.
me and Huff are done with this fucking crew.
Yeah.
You have to figure out how to get us back on your side.
Yeah, you smashed a bottle on a dude's face the first time we hung out.
No, that you smashed a ball on my face.
I'm shooting
Yeah.
him in the foot, and I'm getting on the tie with fucking Huff. and
You're
we're
gonna
bouncing.
try to shoot me in the
And then
foot.
Zoe just murdered our childhood friend. TK's the only
That's where
one
we're at.
who has not tried to murder someone like that we knew or don't know.
That you knew
Like,
of. He had
Yeah,
thoughts
like,
of murdering
he's-
someone,
yeah,
but
he's-
didn't follow through.
Yeah.
Oh, we can handle this like you got some class. We're gonna get some gangster shit.
Yeah, I mean,
If you're
so-
trying to
so
shoot
let
at
me
me, shoot at me.
All right, so here's the scene though. Like you guys are all rushing to this elevator at the same time, obviously. So you're riding the elevator down together. Like you have a moment to like talk things over. Like, it's not literally just a mad
Both the
dash.
vehicles are going to need some form of repair, so that's why I'm not like rushing. too
Let's
fast.
get on this.
But it's
guy
right.
and
But
get
it's
the
also
fuck outta
me
here.
and Huff and Qesskk, so we could be like guns at him, be like, "We're taking the TIE fighter."
All right, I just prime an ion grenade right there in the elevator.
Wow, we are really turning on each other. This is gone.
You're pointing guns at me. I prime an ion grenade. That would take you out specifically because it only hurts droids. It doesn't hurt humans. So it won't hurt. It won't hurt Huff.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's
So it's a
gnarly
standoff.
dead droids.
So you
Well, we have to split up at this point.
I'm
Like as the thing's going down.
It can fit. Well, are you in the elevator?
No, just the three of you are in there. The other
Yeah.
Zo
So
and I are stuck on this.
that thing can hold 3 of us if we really wanted to. Let's get the fuck out of here, shall we?
If it'll fit, I'll say fine.
I would be
You
like,
want, you want
just
me on the
because it's a
guns and I'm a
stalemate.
damn good pilot.
It's a stalemate, so if we can fit, whatever.
I mean, yes, physically, I think 3 people can cram into that thing. It will be uncomfortable, and I will say, depending on what you're trying to do at a given time, it might be more difficult. Like, you'll probably have a setback, depending on particular things you're trying to do, because it's going to be like Qessk's foot is in the way of this button or that switch kind of thing.
You're gonna want me on the guns.
Fine.
I'd be like, I gotta take 6'9" on this one, Qesskk. Flown with him more than you. No one
He's
else
got
has.
us on a stalemate. We're all squeezing into this thing.
We'll all fit. We'll all fit. I'll get on the guns. The droid can be in the corner in case something breaks.
All right. So you... Okay. As you exit the elevator, so let me just get this straight. So we've got 6'9", Huff, and Qesskk on the elevator, and we've got Zo and TK still in the hangar control room, right?
We'll get the next one.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they have gone down with us?
Well, that's up to them whether they.
No, that's
Because
fine.
he was kind
We'll
of
take the
sending
next
Zeno.
one.
Yeah, we'll take
Yeah.
the next one.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it makes
And I-
some sense based on you guys being like, ugh, like disgusted at the whole thing and just like bolting for the elevator, and given that Qesskk also just bolted for the elevator, it makes some sense.
Yeah.
that we were
I've
together.
seen shit go down before.
Yeah, so you 3 are coming down the elevator. You exit the elevator and you start to run across.
I stay for a second. I let Huff and 6'9" run in front of me for a second.
Okay, so you're like trying to stave off any sort of.
I'm gonna be running behind them. Yeah, I'm like after you.
Yeah. So
Wow.
as you guys
Classy, yes.
emerge, you see these 2 stormtroopers are kind of just looking around, like, or they've kind of started making their way towards the elevator at this point because they, the explosion happened. They're trying to get in contact with other people. At the same time, you hear kind of. Oh wait, we lost. Coleman.
I think we're all back.
Okay. At the same time, you hear kind of this deep, mechanical sounding voice, and you say, and it basically says, "Security protocol activated. Drop your weapons." And as you look kind of behind where those stormtroopers were coming, you see 2. Let's see. Yeah, you see 2 black stormtrooper-like figures, but they appear to be non-human. They appear to be droid-based.
Are you sicking the fucking stormtroopers from The Mandalorian on us? The Death Troopers? Fuck it.
You know,
Oh,
Brian.
man.
You know
As
how
they
I had
come
that
from
ion
across-
grenade primed in the elevator?
Yes, buddy. Yes.
Like as soon as
You
I come
did,
out,
yeah.
if I see those guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm like looking at them. I look at Huff and 6'9" like we're cool, and then look over at those things or hear them around the freaking corner and kind of just toss it. And I can toss easily to something like outside of my range.
I
as
mean,
well.
it's that would be from the elevator. So like at this point, the way that it's played out, and let me pull you guys in here at this point. and then we will call it a night here in just a second. But I just want to set the stage for what you guys are facing at this point. So Qessk, you're like
Last ion grenade.
you're here. You're like right at the elevators. So you're not actually that far from them, and it's a ranged light attack to begin with.
Right. Oh, I thought it was range
So
short.
you could do it. No, it's just it's like this. It's a ranged light attack. It might be, I guess, if it's a short range throwing thing, that would probably be at the outer range. But if you say you have something that like extends your range band by one, you're easily within medium.
Right. Yeah, it's called strong arm. Treat thrown weapons as if they had one greater range.
Got it. So we've got Huff and 6'9", both already starting to book it towards this thing, and you've kind of stopped for a second to try to...
Oh, I thought it was going to be like a nonchalant, just toss as I'm running. It's just like, hey, catch.
Yeah, okay, so I guess, yeah, wherever you are, you're a little bit behind them. You said you had, like, kind of paused to
Right.
stave off any attack. So you're a little bit behind them, not that far behind them. So I'll give you this one lob of your ion grenade as these menacing dark troopers approach.
Alright, let me know when.
Alright, go ahead.
Nice.
It has a blast of 7, disorient of 5, stun damage for droids. Those are the features.
Okay.
Blast
Alright,
7,
so what I
disorient
will
5.
do, because I don't have all of the... Yeah, I have to figure out exactly what this effect is, but you clearly hit them and affect them, and I'll say for purposes of this, I just have to figure out how
That's how it ends.
stun
He just
damage
skyhooks
does,
a
and
grenade.
how the damage is accounted for,
Kobe.
and all that. But yes, so we will end here with these things approaching and you lobbing this grenade and making contact while they are starting their pursuit of you here. All right. Well, that was exciting.
That was a hell of a session.
Doodle boy, R.I.P. man.
I'm going to be honest. I was
RIP.
really, really kind of disappointed when 6'9", you were so good at slicing that you shut off the damn alarm. And I was like, I can't bring the dark troopers in now. But now I have a reason.
The DT1, DT2.
Yeah. Those are the
So
ones.
if you have a reason to bring them in, maybe you have a reason to bring in Luke.
Right?
Right.
That's the only way you're getting out of this. No, all
Yeah,
things
Luke has to
considered,
kill
that grenade
Zo.
was pretty clutch. Like, I have to figure out how that plays out. I don't know what stun damage does exactly. I have to figure out what the effect of an ion grenade is on a droid. I'll do all that so that we can know exactly how they're affected. But for purposes of this, you've connected and it's done something to them. But yeah, that was fun, guys. Exciting. We're having some major character turns.
The plot thickens.
Yes.
Now Jay is the new Legion. Great.
No, that's what I was gonna say. You pulling the fucking lead shit.
Yeah.
He's gonna be
Jay,
the bad guy.
yeah, you.
I mean, Doodle Boy wasn't my friend. I mean, it's not
doesn't care about
like
Doodle
quite
Boy.
the same.
It went to Rogue One real quick. It's like
I
now
know.
anybody can die.
Margot wasn't my friend.
It's pretty much the same thing.
She was we were a little bit better acquainted, but we were on the same side.
Well, it's different in that you've taken a utilitarian approach to completing the mission, whereas Legion just straight up turned on us.
Yeah, Legion's
True.
just
Good point.
has some power hungry tendencies. Yeah, so that's very true.